love.
Like a virgin.
I call Patty a little whip mayo ass looking. Wait, no, a little whip mayo looking ass. I should have said little whip mayo ass looking ass bitch.
One more time.
Don't do that to me. Don't you dare do that to me.
No, I legit like didn't hear it.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
You know what I mean? Like what you're trying to convey with your words.
All he's doing is just posting Bernie memes right now. Or just Bernie reactions.
He's so inflammatory.
I know, dude. He hates the gays. He hates the Jews. I mean,
he hates the pizza. He hates the
he hates everything.
They hating everybody out there.
The guys are going to be like, what?
What guy? This guy?
The guys.
Oh,
They're going to be like, wait a minute, but it's not so.
Hey, remember when you were doing the Jar Jar Binks voice?
Oh my God. Did you watch that? Was
Yeah,
that
I
the
watched
latest
it
clip?
instantly. Yeah. As soon as it came up, I watched it. Did you see where what he put on repeat me saying?
Yeah, wait, what was it again? Say
I
it
forgot.
again.
I don't know.
Was it?
I was asking you if you remember so you could tell me what it is.
I think it's the F slur, right?
No, that's not. Oh, he did put that on there though.
Yeah.
He got me when I was holding the pass.
Dude, it was so great, right? And you're like, it is like,
Yeah.
we'll be right back.
Wait, did he?
That might be 145. They're all blurring together for me.
Yeah,
they're just,
same.
They're just good.
It's also like life is just taking on a whole new
World?
pace, you know. I can't keep up with what's going on.
There's so much shit happening all the time, and if you think about it, it's like, what even are we besides particles of stars and the universe's creation mechanism floating through the breeze?
Yeah, but we're quantum also.
Oh, don't forget, that's quantum, son.
Yeah, it's quantum. You know.
Don't forget how quantum it is.
We got every particle in our uniform is a separate galaxy that's super tiny.
I think you're right.
And it is also it blinks in and out of existence.
I think we're all. I think the entire universe exists inside of a snowflake, like the Who's, like in the Whovilles. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, when you said the Who's, I thought like
Oh, like the band. No, I'm thinking about
this guy, Pete Townsend.
I'm thinking about the short novel by what's his name? Dr. Robham Seuss. Yeah.
Robham, is that his first name for real?
I think that's his first name, Robham.
Is that like Indian?
Yeah, probably. I mean, his last name is Seuss.
Yeah. Yeah.
Strange guy, right?
Yeah.
Strange guy. It's a strange guy.
Yeah.
You know,
I had this one like kick one time where I was super interested in what are really common names of other cultures. That are like they're names we've never heard of in some places.
Sure.
And there's like, yeah, dude, that's like Jason or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we don't know.
Well, Muhammad is like
there's not a lot of Jasons.
the most common name in the world.
Yeah, Mahmoud.
It's like I've only known like one of them's.
Oh, dude, I actually know a few.
Mahmoud?
I know a few.
Really?
Yeah, but they all go by Mo.
Mo?
Every single to a T, bro. Every single one
Yeah.
of them that I know goes by Mo.
Hey, Mo.
What's up, Flapjack?
Sup, y'all?
Sup, y'all?
A question mark at the end. Hey, what's up, buddy?
It's like, is
hey.
today Sunday?
Is this us that's supposed to be on right now?
Yeah. Do you
So
call
that's
it?
a little bit of Flappy and Jar Jar.
Do you call it something different in where does he live? Jar Jar Binks land?
Hell, I think he lives in hell, dude, because it sounds like hell.
Hades.
Yeah, he lives in Hades.
Nuts.
Just as mysteriously as Patrick. Oh shit! The fuck are you doing live right now, buddy?
Hey,
We
what's up,
just
homeboy?
hanging, son. We just hanging right now.
We like to surprise you sometimes.
That's what we do, baby
Yeah, I
girl.
mean- Yeah, I mean,
Acting all new and shit. Like you ain't never seen the program.
yeah, shit, boy. You ain't never seen us on a Wednesday before?
You ain't never seen us on a Wednesday.
Yeah, we be doing stuff on Wednesdays.
That's what we do, man. I mean, if you try to like combine, box us into like some weird subset of arbitrary rules and
You can't.
things that just humans make, constructs and shit.
You
right?
can't do it.
You can't. You can't. CAIN''T. You can't.
Because for one thing, we're not box shaped.
I mean, look at us.
We're shaped like humans, so boxes aren't the best things to put us in.
I'm new here. See, new name. Oh shit, he's right.
Oh, yeah.
KIGP.
You know what's weird? I didn't even address it because I just saw it and I knew what it was
You knew
and
it
I
was
just
Jeremy.
moved on.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh yeah, it's
Slutz. What's up, baby?
Germany.
It's brand KIGP, more like KFCG.
Dude, that's a new one. You know how we've basically exhausted all ways to change Germany's name?
Yeah, there's no more.
No,
They don't
I
exist.
just found a new one just now. Did you hear me? Hermione, like Hermione.
Oh my god, how do we not think about that?
Dude, right?
God damn,
Right?
I thought that was like we reached the end of the earth. Like there's no way.
Bro.
This is where the sidewalk ends.
The English language is my plaything. You know what I mean?
That's what Jeremy says. It's funny because I'm fat.
What? She's not fat.
No, because Flapjack says KIGP, more like KFCG.
Oh shit.
All right, so today's episode
KFC is delicious.
It's gonna be a little different because we're gonna have to speed it up super quick so we can get to the main event. Alex,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shit.
Can we play a song for you, baby?
Play me something right quick.
All right, play a song.
And
for
play
you.
it in 1.5 speed.
Bro. Let's see. You know what? I think which one is Plastic Straw was. That was a good one. That brought it up. Glad he's gonna love it.
This makes me wish I was in a band, like a garage band, when I was like 12 in the 70s or something.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
I imagine wearing like salmon pink shorts.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, with the tank top and what are these called? Sweatbands? Or any Michael Cera movie.
How about like a Naruto headband? Alvin was born in the 60s. Confirm!
Yeah, I was. I got a 60s heart. And I also have 60 hearts.
I like when people say like, man, those were the days, and it's like, but we were still segregated back then.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, man, it was the days.
Oh, they definitely sucked. There was no internet.
They definitely suck.
Yeah. No, we not. No, we not. No, we not. No, we not. No,
Jeremy
we not.
says that's why it was the days.
But also, like, the things that are cool about today, the people who say those were the days, they probably don't take advantage of it. You know what I mean?
Of the current days,
Like Amazon and stuff.
Yeah. I'll just go store and pick it up.
Yeah,
Yeah, but what if they don't have the thing you're looking for? Well, I'll just go down store.
I used to be able to walk to the store and they knew my name there, and I didn't even have to wear shoes.
Bro, I don't want anybody
And,
knowing
and
my
I left
name.
my front door open.
I barely told my wife my real name.
I don't leave my front door because the Amazon guy comes and he throws my groceries as hard as he can at my doorstep. So suck on that.
They got a lot of stops. They got a lot of stops to make, man. It's not their fault, I don't think.
Man, have you seen a compilation video of like people's Ring doorbells and they're just like, they just fucking yeet them like frisbees like across the
It's
lawn.
as hard as they can. Like, there's such disdain.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Like,
No shits.
yeah, I get it. This is not the most glamorous or sexy job in the world, but can you do me a favor and not shatter that super important thing that I paid money for?
Yeah, but why?
Yeah, but why? Why Kabalu? It's like, well, because I spent money on it and it's important to me. Like, can you imagine if I was going, Kabalu?
It sounded like you said, why a car battery?
But why Kabalu?
Dude, you know what? I've been trying to figure out what voice that is, and I figured out it's fucking Tom Segura's woman voice.
Oh my God,
He's
that's
doing
what it
the
is.
dumb
The
girl
ball,
voice?
yeah, the ball hog.
Yeah.
I'm a ball hog.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is.
Or like he does it like anytime he's doing like a dumb girl
Yeah.
voice.
I have 2
Yeah.
squirts of milk. But maybe I'll give it a little bit more.
What is Jeremy's? He says, yeah, but pull up the video I posted the other day, Jamie. I'm going to get right on that for you. I thought that was just a bad Stitch impersonation. Oh, Stitch!
Oh, that's another one.
See,
Dang.
my impressions are amalgamations of the universe. Yeah, I know.
Oh shit, that's good, dude.
Thanks, dude.
That's good. I thought mine was good, but that's good.
You ready to start the show, buddy?
Oh, wait. Family.
Oh, yeah.
I fucked it up. I fucked it.
Those Pablo. Pablo means ball hawks.
Yo.
Yo.
Ah, man.
Oh, man.
a good day. It's a good day for a
Here we
show.
go. It's a good day to be alive.
I mean, think about it. This guy, poor guy, right? Oh, no.
Oh, no, his mandible. His mandible's still
Still
attached.
attached, man. This guy's a champion. Look at him. This guy's a trooper. His mandible falls off.
How bad would it be if his jaw was intact but his mandible fell off?
Oh, my God.
And we're back.
Oh, my God.
I don't know why I always say that. I was supposed to say like, welcome back to IDIOTSYNCRATIC. This is the place where I'm the host.
Hey, we haven't heard that one yet.
But I always go, and we're back
And
because
we're back.
I just get used to like always coming back.
Yeah, and mine is screaming and saying, "Whoa, welcome back to the show."
Well, yeah.
We have two completely different styles.
Yeah, welcome back to IDIOTSYNCRATIC. This is where we do a podcast.
This is where we do a podcast.
I'm Alex. That's Justyn.
It's me, your boy.
Today we're joined by nobody.
Good. Finally. Finally. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of looking at them. Everybody in the chat, I'm sick of all of them.
For now.
Whoa, we might have a very special guest coming on today.
And on today's episode, we're talking about the amazing sulk.
Oh, I should have changed that.
Oops, it's a little on the nose. It's a little on the nose, Cotton.
Oh no, this is serious. Jeremy says, "Wait, no."
Okay, we don't have to. We don't have to. Oh, Dick is coming on 100%.
Oh man,
Is he coming on? Dick Masterson?
maybe Dick Masterson's coming on. I don't know. Maybe it's somebody else coming on. I don't know. I
then
guess I just
Flapjack
have to
said,
tune in for the whole episode.
Black Entertainment Television?
He did say that.
Yeah.
Do they have black people in Netherlands?
Yes. You know, I know. Alistair Overeem.
What is that?
He's a giant kickboxer guy. He's UFC now, I guess.
Oh, you could have made that
He's
up.
been
and I'd be
UFC
like,
for a minute.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'll slap on.
He's a bit. They used to call him Ubereem because he used to be steroided up.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Did he get canned?
No, because it used to be legal.
Oh,
It
okay.
wasn't legal, but it was like.
It's like,
you know what I mean?
you better keep,
Yeah.
You better keep your nose clean, kid.
Yeah. They're like, guys, don't do steroids, and they're like, I'm gonna leave these syringes here, and I'm gonna leave the room.
And I'm gonna get out of here. If you
There was
catch
this
my drift.
one organization in Japan called Pride, like back in the day, like in the 90s. And this one guy that fought there was on Rogan, and he said that they actually had written in his contract, like, we will not test you for steroids. Like, they wanted them to do steroids.
Oh my god!
Because, like, they liked, like, the grandioseness of it all. Like, they wanted them, like, to look like superheroes and shit.
I think they should have like a steroid division of every sport, right? Like, why not watch these
Yeah.
massive superhumans like tear each other to shreds, and
Yeah.
then just have the normal division?
As long as it's not cheating, then who cares, right?
Exactly.
Like, if both
Be part of the
fighters
rules.
know what they're getting into.
The barrier to entry is for you to be roided up at all times. Like, I want to see
Yeah.
you. I want to see you sticking a syringe down your pee hole, and like shooting it in. And I imagine it's like green, like the ooze from the Ninja Turtles movie, the ooze movie.
It's like Bane. He's got, like, all these things, but instead of in his head, it goes into the tip of his penis.
See, and that's if we don't have that, then what's the point of having sports like to begin with, anyways, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But the only thing with that, though, is that they're, like, hurting each other. So it would make them, like, hurt each other worse.
Great.
So,
Great. I'm sure their feelings have been completely numbed and like lacerated by this point that doesn't even matter.
yeah.
Doesn't matter, right? But they're also so roided up that they won't feel anything even more so.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, dude. That's roids. That's roids for you. Gives you a little bit of roid knowledge here.
You would know. Am I right, guys?
Jeremy says, "Oh, dude, like 100% and any percent speed runs. Yes. They don't have nerve endings anymore. That's true, dude. The steroids. See what you do. The only way that you can efficiently inject steroids is to inject in each nerve ending. So,
Hey,
like,
do you
over
think there's somebody who doesn't have any nerve beginnings?
time. You know what they say? It's about the journey, not the ending or the beginning.
What if the ending is happy?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Take it, Jerry. Ha ha.
I know. As soon as that came out of my mouth, I was like, "That's something Gabe would say." Because you know how he does his
Dude.
little like his little things that he says. Ray Romano? Oh no, it's just Gabriel Kaiser.
That's just Gabriel Kaiser.
All
Everybody.
right. I'm talking about
Yeah.
gamer history.
Gamer history. So we didn't figure out mine is because it's a surprise.
It's a surprise, and I know what it is.
Gamer history.
I figured it out because I'm smart.
You're talking about like you're going back all the way from the start of your gaming history to where you is now.
A little bit.
Yeah?
Hey, I feel bad because like I feel like all my interests have been gamer.
It's all big game stuff.
I know, but I can't help it because right now that's just what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So
like me, mine's reality TV for like 5 weeks straight.
yeah, everybody.
Dogs licking mouths. I mean, you name it.
Yeah, everybody quarantine's a little different. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
You know, your quaran's not exactly the same as my quaran.
Yeah. I like
Might
that you
not
say
be.
that. I'm gonna take that.
What?
Corn. It's pretty cool.
Cool. Yeah, I like.
Cool.
That. I
Yeah.
like it.
Okay. All right.
That makes me happy when people do that.
It should. It should. Like,
When I was like,
I'm like Joe Biden and I'm stealing your melanin. You know what I mean?
no,
Oh.
Hey, when I was like a teenager, I would get really mad if somebody like would steal my jokes and not like
credit
me.
yeah.
You know, but now I'm just like, hey, I just feel happy that they thought
Hey, I'm glad you like it.
they thought something I did was funny.
I had somebody recently take my joke and tell it back to me.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
He didn't even know it was you.
At work. No, yeah, they're.
I told you that.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, you like that?
No.
I said, it's pretty good. You like that, right? He's like, yeah. I was like, I told
you that,
it to you.
stupid fuck.
He's like, oh shit.
Was it Raul?
No.
Oh, because
I wish.
I mean,
no, because he'd be like, oh, it don't matter. Just walk off, right?
yeah.
No, here's his joke. He's like, oh, knock knock.
Hey, it's funny when you did it.
It's pretty good. Okay, I guess we figured them both out, right?
Yeah, we got him.
All right.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
My face is really red right now.
I guess we'll figure out the.
Is that your monitor?
We'll talk
or
about
my
when we talk
face?
about it.
Is it?
That's your face. Yeah. I don't think. Well, I mean, the GoPro like saturates a little bit, but
We gotta get this out of here.
it's pretty realistic. Dude, I'm gonna start an Overwatch team. All right. I'm gonna start an Overwatch team, maybe. We're demotivated because we had a losing streak today.
I'm a Hanzo man.
Yes, you
Yeah,
gotta be a
brother.
Hanzo man. I've gotten caught doing that before. I wanted to lay down and die. You got caught telling their own joke to them?
How embarrassing.
Oh man. Okay.
Okay. Oh shit! Is there a hurricane outside? Damn.
Oh no. Hurricanes.
Guys, why is there always hurricanes in Texas?
What's Holocaust?
Did you say what's
It sounded like I said, what's Holocaust?
Oh, shit. Hey, why is there a link right here? That doesn't go there.
Oh yeah, Flabby put that on there. Here, I'll go
Okay.
That stupid son of a little bitch.
Hey, actually, and also I have something to show you.
Oh, dude, I don't even have the show notes up. I'm excited. Please show it to me. Show me, Daddy.
Okay, cool. So let's recap last week's episode right
Yeah.
quick. It was big ass episode 147, and the title was Film Roll Union 12,
11.
Tanny and the Trex.
Dude, it really did say Tanny and the T-Rex.
I wrote down 12 everywhere.
It's okay. They really did put Tanny and the T-Rex at the start of the movie.
That's weird. Like maybe they were saying Tanny and we just heard Tammy because it's an actual name.
But I typed in Tammy and the T-Rex. Let's see, Tammy and the... No, see, the movie's called Tammy and the T...
I'm sure it'll come up, you know?
Like on the cover too, it's Tammy and the T... The Wikipedia article is Tammy and the T-Rex.
Yeah, but how many covers are there? I wonder if this is one of those Mandela effect things.
That might... Oh shit, that might be true.
Oh, shit.
That could be it.
Yeah, so we had them boys on, dude, the Film Roll Union cast.
Man,
and
we had all of them.
We had all of them.
Every single one
This
of
is
them.
the first time in a long time.
Dude, it really... It's
Right?
the first time in like 6 months that's happened.
You know why? Because we stopped like giving a fuck. You know what I mean? Like
That's true.
Like they were acting like it's such a burden to come on the show, so we just said, "All right, fuck it, don't come on."
Don't come on
And then
then.
that's when we're like, "Hey, wait, what? I mean, we'll come on." And they're like,
all right, cool.
Stop bringing other people to replace us. Like, you know, we're like, "Well, you're not here." So
Some of my favorite parts were like just of our mythos, right? Is Jeremy being called New Robbie. And knowing that just salted his wounds, right? Oh, I'll never come back on now.
Yeah.
It's like, well, okay. Well, you just submitted. Did you say Holocaust? Yep. Flight caught up on it. Like a Katamari. I did what, mate? Tanny. We got a Tanny in the chat. Last episode was a good episode. Thanks, buddy. Tammy is in cursive on the cover, and the N's are cursive like M's. Jeremy says, Flapjack says, star, 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 and the Rex. I don't think so, dude.
But
those are
what is
clear.
star, star?
Those are. He's probably saying the N word. Those are clearly
enough
M's.
stars.
They're M's. They're M's. Those are M's. Look at those M's. Those ain't N's.
Or it's 4 N's.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean?
Or it's 6 eyes.
Oh shit.
You miss me seeing Robbie and going, I'm being compared to this dude. I'm mad now. Wait. Oh, tranny. That's blocked? Shit, how's that blocked? I'm sorry, Flappy. I don't know why the hell that's blocked. How do I unblock it? How do I unblock it?
We'll do that later.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. You keep us on track, baby boy.
All right, so that's what happened last week, and the movie was not bad.
It really wasn't. It was actually really funny.
Yeah, it was a little bad, but I think it's just a product of the time. You know what I mean?
It's not as bad as some movies we watched.
For sure. Like, I mean, we don't have to get into it right now.
Yeah.
But we had the fucking no, what's his name? Paul Walker was on it.
Paul Walker was on it. Denise Richards was on
Which
it.
you guys didn't know he was a jiu-jitsu brown belt.
No, we had no idea.
And he's actually a jiu-jitsu black belt now.
Was.
Well, no, he is now.
Oh, you said that he was
awarded
posthumously.
Yep.
I forgot about that. You're right.
At his funeral. He didn't even know about it.
Oh, goddamn. He's so good. He didn't even know he was a black belt.
I mean, he looked down or whatever.
He obviously was looking down.
Or
I mean,
up, I
come
don't
on.
know.
We've seen Lion King.
Or lateral. Yeah.
What happens is his face
He's in
forms
limbo.
with the clouds, right?
clouds, yeah.
Yeah, and he comes out and he's like, that's badass.
Or like if somebody revs a Challenger and it's like the exhaust cloud or whatever.
Yeah, and if you do it too much, then he actually formulates. Like he becomes like a human again, right? And then as soon as you dry off, it dissipates.
Yeah, or he turns into a brain that's like hooked up with stuff.
Hooked up to a camera and it can jack off somehow?
I don't know. When he or it, would he still be he at that point? I don't know. We're not gonna get into gender.
Hard to assume.
When he coomed, the little
Paul Walker is dead.
Little sparks came off of his brain.
Yeah.
So that's all that happened upon orgasm.
Yeah, that's if you haven't seen the movie, go and watch it. Alex just gave you the preview of a lifetime.
Oops, that was the biggest spoiler of the whole movie.
That's
actually.
100% what happens in that movie. Yes, Paul Walker is
The premise is Paul Walker's dating his girl, and hilarity ensues.
So it's fantastic. All right, you ready for news? I'm sure we can knock this out real quick.
Let's jump into some news.
News. This is the most on it we have ever been in our entire lives. Okay, ready? Okay, hope you're ready for this. New Zealand wizard insists reports of his retirement have been greatly exaggerated.
Wait, one more time.
A New Zealand wizard claims that reports of his retirement have been greatly exaggerated.
One more time.
Yeah, there's a New Zealand wizard. Okay.
And he's retiring from being a wizard or retiring from normal work.
That bitch ain't retiring. So people been spreading lies about his ass.
Oh,
you know
he's
what I mean?
not. That's
They
the
be trifling.
exaggerated part.
Yeah. It's exaggerated that he is retiring
But he's not.
He clearly is not. He says, "I'll put out my enemies, of which I have millions," says the official Wizard of Christchurch.
Wizard of Christ?
Wizard of Christchurch. Yeah.
What? This is an offshoot of Christianity?
It's badass. Why couldn't we be born into that one, right?
Well, shit.
The Wizard of Christchurch isn't going anywhere, no matter what his haters say. Despite what you may have read in the headlines, Ian Brackenbury Chanel, change it, also known as Jack, insists he has no intention of hanging up his pointy hat anytime soon. No notion of that at all. I don't know where that came from. You can't retire, really. It's almost impossible. He's also 87. This dude's 87.
Well,
you might drop dead. You're not going to retire.
You know, I've heard that it happens to people that work really hard.
Yeah,
like
that you just dropped
super
dead.
hard.
That's true.
The super hard workers, they finally retire. They just get bored. They just die.
They just die
right when they retire.
He says, "I don't think wizards are supposed to retire. I think they keep going until they fall off their perch." That's what he says.
Their perch.
Their perch. Yeah.
What the fuck? This man a bird?
He says, "Unless they go soggy on a woman, and then I'm afraid they've really had it." That's definitely a New Zealand slang.
Is he talking
slangism.
about erectile dysfunction?
Unless they go soggy on, I can't do it.
Soggy on a woman.
I'm afraid they really had it. Let's see. So how the Christchurch got it? So
New Zealand is like
that's basically it.
It's the offshoot of the Australian accent.
I can't do Australian. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Unless they go, I can't do it. Unless they go soggy on a woman.
I was about to try it, but the accent I was doing in my head was like John Lennon, I think.
John, yeah. Oh shit, that'd be So he basically was like elected into wizardry. He also collects an annual salary of $10,000 for the work he does promoting tourism and attending events and welcoming dignitaries.
How does he live?
Through the power of Christ, is what it says. He's got a lot of enemies.
That's like $900 a month, or like less.
It says, but when he first showed up in Christchurch to do his wizardly work in the 70s, he didn't receive a warm welcome. The city council refused to acknowledge his wizard status and denied him permission to speak in the city square. Oh, this poor guy just wants to banish the devil. So now he's also cultivating like the next generation of wizards. What do you say?
Oh no, he didn't.
Add permitted term training.
I like how he tested it. I like how he tested it out and it didn't work.
Why is it automatically banned? Twitch is so dumb, so gay. Despite his years of studying and bushy face credentials, so he's got like an understudy. His name is Friedman, and now his wizard name is Ari.
What is bushy face?
He's just got a big old beard because he's like a wizard, right? Freeman will have to wait for Chanel to shed his mortal coil before he can step into the role of Wizard of Christchurch. So there's already like a battle for the cowl going on right now.
Don't say immortal coitus.
There's no big movements yet, Chanel said, but it's coming up. I'm sure the world right now is ready for wizards.
Okay. Wait, sorry. Is that the end?
That's the end.
Okay, you said it like it was the end. So I was two things.
I'm good at that.
Two things.
Yeah. It doesn't work yet, Flabby.
One, I imagine this guy like the South Park wizards, like
Yeah.
pew, you know. And then the other thing, I used to get in trouble when I was a little kid because I hated going to Catholic church, and my grandma would make us. And I would say that, like, why do they dress like wizards and cast spells on us? Because they would, like, put smoke on you, and they'd be like, I like to eat mayonnaise. Like that, you know what I mean? Like, we come before the Lord to say the things. It was a
Vietnamese church?
You know, no, it wasn't a Vietnamese church, but we had a Vietnamese priest there.
Oh, that's why. Say the things?
St. Michael's in Grand Prairie, Texas. Find him.
Canceled. Cancel them.
No, you don't have to cancel them, but you can go there and you can be like, "Oh, this is quite humorous." Oh. You know what I mean?
So that's all I got.
He was really nice too. He put blesses on me in his Vietnamese accent. It was
well, that's good.
highlight of my life.
Yeah, that's good. You want the D like that?
Yeah, the blessing. You know what I mean?
Okay, what's your news bit?
Same-sex penguin couple welcomes baby chick after adopting and hatching an egg together.
Wait,
You heard me.
Good. Okay.
I ain't doing no one more time.
Yeah, you don't have to. Don't worry. I got
I'll
you.
do one more time.
I got you, son.
A pair of female penguins at the aquarium in Spain have welcomed a baby chick. I don't know how to say that.
So they stole an egg?
Oceanographic. Oh, that wasn't that hard. Oceanographic.
See, you are a better reader than you thought. You're better read than read. Boom shakalaka. What's up, girl?
Yeah, these scissor wielders adopted a baby chick. So.
Yeah. So they stole an egg, I think.
That's what it sounds like.
They sat on it and they hatched and they're like, they look down at it, right? Like they get real close over their face, over the chick's face. They're like, you belong to us now.
Yeah.
Is that how it happened?
And then the baby chick was like, which one is you as dad? You know what I mean?
Me. And the other one's like me. It's like, well, what's wrong with mom? Me.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I actually had a friend when in the first grade who had two moms. And I knew that we couldn't talk about it, but I had so many questions.
Yeah.
You know? Because nobody, not anything like against it, but just at that point, it wasn't like common and nobody explained it to me. And how old are you in the first grade? 6 years
like
old?
12? Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel the same way. My buddy had two moms growing up, and the most mad I've ever seen him.
Hey, why do you have two moms?
Of course I asked him that. But one of the most mad I've ever seen, one of the times I saw him the most mad was like, there was this kid that was, like, they were about to fight or whatever, right? Like they're in each other's faces, like bulking the chest up or whatever. The kid goes,
yeah.
At least I don't have two moms. Oh! Dude, and I go, and I do that thing where I go,
do you remember on that pin 15 whenever just like, your dad's dead when she's roasting on the kid? He starts crying. Everybody's
so messed
That's what
up.
I'm imagining right now.
Yeah. I mean, I was smiling underneath, but yeah. So, hey, good for them. Everybody needs a kid every now and then. That's what I say. Get more kids out in this world.
Yeah, and I think that there's all these people that are like, homosexuality isn't natural. If it was, how come the animals don't do it? Except for animals always do it.
Dude, animals 69 each other, dicks in the mouths all the time.
Animals are the gayest animals on the planet.
It's true. It's so true. We're overpopulated. We need less kids.
Yeah, so there's more to it, but I really like the thing that I've been doing lately, where I just give you the gist, and if you
we run with it.
Yeah, if you want more, the articles and the notes.
I hope people start to report on our retelling of a news story that's completely been fleshed out.
Yeah.
All right, buddy, you ready to?
I'm not a newscaster.
You ready for these interesantes?
Yeah, we'll be back.
Let's go.
And we're back.
Oh my God, we are back, son.
Yeah, good to be back. It's been a long time, but we're back now, and we brought a new friend with us.
Yes, sir. Lewis, please go ahead and introduce yourself, my man. We are very excited to have you on today.
All right. My name's Lewis Schoenbrun, and I am the producer, director of The Amazing Bulk.
Yes, sir.
A film that you guys did a video on that I had taken down.
You sure did.
And now you're here to I don't know, take me down, I guess.
I'm going to yell at you as hard as I possibly. No, I'm kidding. No, I told. Okay, so we've been talking through email for a little bit. You gave us a scathing review, by the way, which I absolutely love. I made it our Twitter banner just because it's fantastic. You called us what'd you say? The ramblings of two drunks is not commentary.
Yeah, which is accurate.
Trust me, you weren't wrong about it. I'm mad that it was so accurate, to be honest. But no, we're very excited to have you on today. We do genuinely love the movie. We had a blast watching it. And yes, we did upload your entire video to YouTube with our commentary over it as we got plastered and made as many jokes as we possibly could. So we're not as funny as Mystery Science Theater 3000, but I like to think we're not bad.
Yeah. Also, I personally, I have no spine, so I just tend to agree with whoever's in front of me.
And just so I know you guys, you're Justyn, right?
Right here. I'm Justyn. Yes, sir.
Okay. And the other gentleman is?
Alex.
Alex. Okay. And it's just the two of you? Because there was a third person, I thought.
Yeah, so for those episodes, they're called, we call them Film Roll Unions, and we specifically just drink to movies that we enjoy, right? So like we like to show our friends movies and whatnot, but we'll have other people on. We used to have a podcast called the Film Roll Podcast, and it's like 5 different people on that one. And so when that podcast broke up, we started this one. We'll bring those guys back onto this show, just to, it's
kind of an homage.
To reignite the flame and get around a board and a table and watch a funny movie together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to start talking a little bit about about my reasons of why I took it down, and then we can talk about the film and we can go back and talk about some of that stuff?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir.
That
go
sounds
ahead.
Great.
Okay, so just to clear the air, okay? The reason why I had your video taken down, okay, was because the entire movie was uploaded.
You don't say.
Okay? Mm-hmm. And there's this misunderstanding, obviously, that you seem to have had, that a lot of people seem to have, okay? It is not fair use to upload an entire movie, okay, and have a running commentary on it, okay? I know that this is what Mystery Science Theater did. This is what they were famous for, and I presume this is where people have gotten the idea that they can do this. But legally, Mystery Science Theater, unless they were working with a public domain movie, okay, they were required to license the film from the filmmakers so that they had the right to do that, okay? Now, that's not what you did, and it's not what many people do, okay? So
please tell us what we did.
I'm sorry?
Please tell us what we did.
Okay, no, but for your audience, okay? So that people understand that to take an entire movie and upload it, okay, even though you've got a commentary, okay, even though you're doing something with it, that is copyright infringement, okay? And that was the reason why I took it down. Now, you wrote me back and you tried to claim fair use.
Yeah.
Okay, and what I did was I gave you information which is, from the government as to what fair use is, okay? And fair use is the ability you can use pieces from somebody else's work that's under copyright, okay, for the purposes of commentary and criticism and whatever. And actually, I think I'm pretty liberal about this, okay, because there are reviews that go on pretty long, okay, and use quite a bit of my movie, okay, and I've been, and I'm in a legal position where I could go and I could strike those videos down.
Sure.
I don't, because I want to give people the right to do what they want to do, okay? If they want to criticize the movie and make fun of it, whatever, okay? So I think I'm pretty good about this, all right? But my exception and where I draw the line is when the entire movie or significant sections of the movie that are unedited, that are just presented, okay? Then that's copyright infringement. And, again, we live in this time where I think that because it's so easy to just take a movie and rip it upload it and do with what you want, people think that this is acceptable, but it's not. It's no different than, if somebody broke into your home and steals your property. Okay,
but
and
that's not what we did though. We paid for the movie
Twice.
and actually twice. Yeah,
I bought the movie twice because I love it so much.
Okay,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
hang on. Okay, all right.
You're right. I'm sorry. Go
Let
ahead.
me just say this. Okay, that was a good thing that you bought the movie. I've had other people who have
Ripped it probably.
not just that, but they're doing a review and they have stolen the movie. Okay, the proper thing would be is to either buy a copy. Okay, please. I want to encourage people. Spend the money, buy the movie, but also, I lost my train of thought. But it had to do with other types of reviews. If you,
but to pay for it, right? Essentially, is the point you're trying to get to? Is if they're going to review it, if they're going to show clips of it, they might as well have paid for it.
Yeah, that's fine. But still, though, even if you bought the movie, it doesn't give you the right to put the entire movie up online with your commentary. Okay, that's not fair use. Okay, fair use is the ability to just take bits and pieces of the movie and do what we see like a movie reviewer will do. Okay, they run the movie, little clips and pieces, whatever, and then they'll talk about it, and then they whatever. But the entire movie, whether or not it's the soundtrack, whether or not it's the just the video, whatever. Okay, that's under copyright. It's my property. And if somebody takes it and makes it available for somebody else to just grab it, okay, then that's theft of my intellectual property. And like I say, it's the same thing as though it's actual property. The difference, though, is that copyright, there's a time limitation on it. Okay, now the copyright laws in the United States, we'll talk about it later, but right now it's 95 years from the time of creation. So after 95 years. Okay, I won't be here. Maybe you guys will.
Maybe.
I'll live forever, Lewis. Okay.
Then you have the right to do anything you want to do with my movie. So it's different from let's say property. Okay, in that if I buy a piece of land, I own that land. Okay, if I pass away, it goes to my estate. Okay, my heirs. Okay, but that does not happen with intellectual property. Intellectual property eventually runs out. So I'm just trying to make a comparison. I want your audience to understand what is fair use, what is not. That this is look. I'm not making a living on this thing, but I would like to make my money back. Okay, on my investment. It wasn't a lot, and I have a distributor. He's put money, effort into it too. So it's not just stealing from me; it's stealing also from my distributor. Okay, and one other thing that I'll just say about this real quick is that. If you did this to a big studio movie, I think I mentioned in my email, if you did it to the Incredible Hulk, Marvel Studios would come at you and they would shut you down. I mean, I worked on I actually directed a movie years ago. It was called Aliens versus Avatars. And that movie was, they were within the rights, okay, in that the movie Aliens, okay, is, you can't copyright a title, but still Aliens and Avatar, whatever. An issue, though, came up, though, was the movie was being distributed in India. Now, we had a character in the movie that looked like one of the avatars, okay, in Jim Cameron's movies. It was a woman in blue face and pointy
blue face.
Okay, but anyway, so in the trailer that was made, they make reference to the Avatar, okay, and they show that image of that character, okay. I remember when I saw the trailer, my first thought was like, the distributor's taking a chance here, okay? Because that was not the Avatar. The Avatar was actually it was the same actress playing the role, but she was, looked like a human being, okay? She didn't have the makeup on. That was the Avatar, not the blue person. So anyway, what happened was the movie was distributed in India, okay? And in India, the distributor there, sub-distributor, they made posters. The posters were from Jim Cameron's movie. Mm-hmm. So they're using actual artwork from that movie, okay, with, what's his name? Sam
Elliott, I think.
Sam Worthington. And the other actress, Soldano,
Zoe Kravitz.
in makeup, whatever, okay, and they put it on it. Aliens versus Avatar. And 20th Century Fox shut down the video, anything relating to it. They came down really hard on that distributor. Okay, my distributor, because he was in the United States. And eventually they retitled the film. They called it Alien versus Alien. But I'm just trying to say, if you're a big studio, you have the ability to do that. Okay,
sure.
I'm just a small independent filmmaker, and all I'm trying to say is I want people to understand is if you do things that are stealing from us, okay, you put us in a position where it's like we go, you know what? Why am I making movies if I can't at least make my money back? Okay, break even. So that's my argument. That's my perspective on this. And I do want to say though that I have no objection to people, whatever they want to say about the movie, okay? And I assume you've probably seen some of the other reviews. They're extremely harsh on the movie, okay? That's fine, okay? I'm not arguing that content. I'm just simply arguing it's like, understand that if you're stealing something from somebody like myself, an independent filmmaker, you're hurting me, you're hurting my distributor, and you're hurting the possibility of independent films. Now, you may not like these films and go, I don't care, but there are a lot of people who obviously do, and you've told me that you like the movie, okay? So
yeah, we love it. Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to encourage more movies like that, okay, don't steal my movie. Okay,
sure.
That's all.
Okay, I got you.
All right, I've said my piece. You tell me, ask me anything you want.
Okay. How the fuck dare you? I'm kidding, dude. I'm so I'm kidding. No, seriously though, we do genuinely enjoy the movie. I get your point of view, and you know what? Hey, it's your creative, it's your property, right? You created the thing. It's all you. So I completely understand if you don't want it up there.
Thank you for educating us, because we
are rambling drunks, I believe, is what you call this.
Yeah,
okay, all right, hang on a second. Okay, first of all, just, it's not all me, okay? I own the movie, yes, okay? But there were a lot of people who are involved with the making of the film and whatever, okay? So it's not just me. If I continue to make movies, then I get to hire other people to work on the movies and contribute and whatever. So it's all, it's
a
good economics.
Collective
and
effort.
We want to keep the money moving and flowing, that's all.
Sure, I got you. Okay, so I got a couple.
My train of thought.
That's okay. I got a couple questions for you. We got some questions in the chat for you as well. I'm wondering what degree of editing would you have been okay with us showing? So I know
in the future, how do we prevent this from happening?
Because we would like to. I actually had Alien versus Avatars on our list of movies to watch. Sometime in the future. This is, of course, before the takedown happened and whatnot. But in the future, I know probably chopping off the beginning credits and the end credits is definitely not going to work. But you're totally fine with just segments of the movie just for commentary purposes, right?
Exactly. I mean, look, you've seen it. You've seen other people do reviews and whatever. Look, I mentioned you in the email to you. If you with this podcast want to go, when we start talking about the movie, if you want to put up, sections of the film, I have no objection to that. Okay. But the objection though is simply showing significant sections of the movie that it's like eventually somebody goes, well, I've seen the whole movie. Why would I buy it? Why would I rent it?
I got you.
That's all. Okay. So and like I say, I think I've been very liberal, okay, because there are people who are pretty give away an enormous amount of information about the movie, and I've not had those taken down. Okay. So that's all. But again, just keep in mind the entirety of the movie or significant sections of just running the film is really it's you're just simply violating the copyright laws. That's all.
I got you. Hey, we would never want to violate you, buddy. Trust me, I get it. Like I said, it's your it's your property, it's your creative right? It's
for sure.
Yeah, trust me, I get it. If you are not okay with us using it, you've already told us by striking us down, and we're not going. And like I told you when we were emailing back and forth too, you striking that down obliterated that video from existence, so you don't have to worry about it being re-uploaded or anything like that. It's gone. So. But yeah, even if we had this conversation, sure, yeah, I'd cut it up or I'd take it down.
I'm confused though why it would have been obliterated, because normally what happens is when you get a strike, that's indicated, but it should still remain on your YouTube channel. It's just not visible.
I can't download it. I can't take it. I can't take it back from there, from YouTube after it's been uploaded. That one won't let me.
Okay, because I've had strikes against films that I've put up, and that hasn't been the case.
For which ones?
What?
For which ones? Which ones have you gotten strikes on?
Just curious.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about it later because I have a bunch of public domain movies that I've uploaded.
Okay.
There was a movie that, again, the movies I uploaded, I thought were in the public domain. One was a film. It's called. I'm trying to remember. I think it's called High Tide, something like that. It's with Dennis Hopper. It's an early Dennis Hopper movie. I uploaded it and I received a strike against it. And I actually have my doubts as to whether or not the person who's claiming to have the rights to that movie is in fact, if they actually do. Okay. It has been in the public domain. There was a restoration done of the film. So I think that the people who are claiming it are claiming that they have they have rights to it, which I believe are questionable. There was another movie, it's called The Mask, that was made, I think, in 1960. It's a Canadian film, horror film. And that one, again, both of these, I was under the impression that they were in the public domain, and they were struck down. And neither of them were removed from my website. Now I did take them down from my channel. Nobody can see them, but from my end. But that's why I'm surprised that happened to you, because I'm not aware of that ever happening. So,
I think
and by the way, I think I said in an email to you, when this is all over, I'm going to take the strike off.
Oh, that's sweet of you.
I'm not a vindictive kind of a person. I don't.
You're not doing it for vengeance.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate that.
I think that what you did was you made an honest mistake.
We're just ignorant.
And had you written back to me and simply said, "Hey, could you remove the strike?" I would have done it anyway. But I will remove the strike. Okay, it's not a. And if I strike anybody, it's understand from my point of view, it's like somebody stolen my property. Okay.
No, yeah, we got you.
Sure.
And I want to stop that. Now, if we can have a negotiation and talk about it, say, okay, yeah, you won't do it again. You understand it was wrong, whatever. That's all acceptable. So anyway, we'll make this all right.
Okay. I think that I guess yeah. So we're wrong in the eyes of copyright law and stuff, but I think you could agree that we didn't have any like ill intention.
We just wanted to get drunk and laugh at the movie.
Yeah, and we probably thought at the time that we were bringing more notice to something that, like, I had never heard of it whenever Justyn told me about it.
Oh, I never watched reviews on it either. I just saw the trailer and I was like, yep, buying this. So I bought it here and then I bought the digital copy and then we all watched it together. Yeah.
So I do understand that, like, regardless of that, like, we were wrong, but I'm just trying to shed a little more light on, where we're coming from. We're not
on independent YouTubers, independent podcasters. Looks like YouTube hates independent YouTubers, Lewis.
Yeah, we're not part of that world. We're just two kids in our mother and each other's basements that are just talking about stuff.
Okay. No, Alex, I get it. I understand. And just understand from my point of view, this is something that I have to do quite often. Okay. I mean, just the other day,
I can imagine,
there were some more people who are uploading the movie, and I've got to go and I've got to have it taken down. So there's a common thing. And the other movies, which we'll talk about later, the other movies that I've been working on, that's an issue too, where people take those movies, they upload those films, and you're not supposed to. That's all. So, but anyway, look, you made a mistake. Okay. Look, also, just to be clear now, you made a mistake, and then Justyn came back to me and he wrote. You said, "Well, this is fair use." Okay.
Yes, I lied. I lied as hard as I could so that I can keep the movie up. I was hoping that you wouldn't call me on my bluff.
And we may continue to do so.
no.
But not to you though. Obviously not to you.
You caught us. So
let me ask Justyn this. Justyn,
yes, sir. What's up, buddy?
did you know that when you wrote to me and said, "Hey, this is fair use," did you know that wasn't true, or did you just assume, "Oh, this is fair use. This is okay"?
It's a mixture of both. So, like, the last thing that I'm doing is Wikipediaing what fair use actually is, just because my understanding of it would be potentially limited. But at the same time, yeah, I'll say whatever I can to ensure that my it's funny that I'm saying this, right? My intellectual property, which is a video of me reacting to your intellectual property, like, stays up, right? But again, like, it's not malicious in the sense that I'm going to steal your content, because that's not how I viewed it. I do appreciate you letting us know that, because now we actually have your take on it as the person that created the movie. But yeah, I mean, I'll say whatever I can just to keep our stuff up, especially because the place in which we came from whenever we made that video was just a place of pure fun and passion for the property and getting the chance to show our friends, I think the video had like 4 views or something like that. So it definitely, go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt you.
I was just going to say though, I mean, you're telling me now that tape doesn't exist anymore, but if you had that tape and if you just edited it down, okay, cut it down so you're just showing some highlights and, maybe the best bits, maybe some of your best jokes and comments, whatever.
Buddy, that was the whole movie. You know what I mean? I'm kidding.
All right, get to work.
I never would have objected, and I was going to say if the movie still existed, that you could have, that you still could have done that, and that would have been fine and acceptable.
That's
Again,
sweet.
The entire film was uploaded, and
it was egregious, is what you're saying. It was an egregious offense on your intellectual property, right?
simply.
Okay. I've got a way with words, Lewis. Yeah, I mean, I'll check again. Last time because I tried it, as soon as we got the notice, the first thing I tried to do was go and download it to preserve the legacy of this show and of our time
to
watching
a hard
it.
drive.
And it would not let me. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry, Lewis. I thought you were speaking. I'm sorry. Yeah, it would not let me download the video. So my assumption was that once this copyright strike officially sticks, that's it. The video is gone. But there was no way that I could save it. Normally, YouTubers or creators will save, or they'll keep master copies of their videos. But ours are 200 gigs. The longer ones are 400 gigs. So I don't have that much space. So once we upload the video, that's it. I delete the master.
Okay, so let me just a couple of technical things. So you can see the video, but you can't download it. Is that correct?
Yeah. So
Okay,
let me check it again right now to see if I can still see it.
Then leave it there, okay? Because I think you may be able to find a way that you can eventually get it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe once
but my
the strike
advice is
is
this,
lifted.
because I am a filmmaker and whatever. My advice to you is all of these videos that you're making.
Mm-hmm.
I would make a compressed version of it. Okay, if it's 200 gigabytes, I mean that's really quite large.
It's massive, isn't it?
Yeah, we're in
Okay,
12K.
What format is it in? Is it an MOV file? Is it a
MP4? But no. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's MOV. It's .mov, and then when we upload it to, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So .mov file is quite a large file. So you make you obviously
It's 4K
make an
too. So
MP4 file.
yeah.
You make an MPEG-4 file for uploading, right?
I don't know. I just drop it into YouTube, into their uploader, and then it compresses it.
But you're not uploading the MOV file. You're uploading the MPEG-4 file, right?
Yeah, it'll compress it and drop it down, so it's not an 800 gig file that I'm uploading.
Okay. Do you know how to compress a file on your own?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean, I was going to suggest there's something I use called MPEG Stream Clip, but just compress the file down. Okay, and then just have that as for archival, purposes. That's what I do with my movies that I upload. They're all archived here. In fact, I've got 2 copies of each of the movies just in case I have a drive that goes down. So anyway, just for future reference, you want to save everything that you do.
Oh, hey, look at that! I never thought at any point that I'd be getting. Technical advice. Yeah, so look, here it is right here. So,
educate yourself.
Actually, here, I'll put it up right here. So every time I try to, where is it? Right here. Amazing bulk. It's been removed. There's a copyright claim on it.
Hang on. Guess what? You know what? I'm going to remove the strike.
Oh, do it live on the air, son. Live on the air, please.
We'll do it live.
I'm not gonna do it live now, but we'll do it.
God
And
damn
then
it,
once
Lewis. I brought you on the stream so you could do it on the... I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Okay, so once I do that, then you should be able to download it.
Okay,
all
yeah,
right?
see, look, see, so here's...
If you want to edit it and then put it back up, that's okay. all
That's
right?
fantastic.
Look
Okay.
at the phrasing on this. Delete forever.
I know, delete forever. That's the only. So if I'm not sure if you can see it from here. It's not the best color scheme, but so edit title, get shareable link, promote, and download are all grayed out. The only one that I can click is delete forever. So Lewis, it's trying to tell me something.
I think
I wish I
forever is
could use that
implied.
on some people in my life.
Delete forever. Yeah, that's called murder, brother.
No, right? So
I was thinking more in terms of like what Thanos does in
that's called mass genocide, brother. That's what that's called. So, Lewis, I never honestly thought I'd have the opportunity to speak with you. Again, we genuinely do enjoy the movie. I'm going to ask you just a couple questions about it because I've been curious about this. I saw the trailer for this a couple of years ago, and we hadn't started the podcast by that point. I didn't think we were going to have like drinking games for it or whatever. But when the time came around, it was time to watch this movie. What was the ultimate inspiration behind The Amazing Bulk?
And also, would it bother you if we partook of some vodka while you monologue?
You go right ahead.
Thank you.
All
We
right.
are rambling drunk, so we have to. I'm sure you understand.
So, inspiration.
Inspiration, yes, sir. What was the inspiration behind The Amazing Bulk? Lewis, that was your time to entertain the crowd.
All right.
It's okay.
I thought you were a professional.
My
I'll give you money.
It's hard for me to concentrate while you guys are
It's
filling up at the gas station.
It's
so.
a spectacle, isn't it? Man, it is not fun either. This is a rough time.
It's actually part of the bit that we buy the cheapest vodka we can find.
Oh, yeah, so, Lewis, do you partake?
No, I don't drink.
Okay. Have you ever?
Don't drink. Excuse me?
Have you ever? Like, is it you just don't do it anymore? Something like that?
I don't like the taste of alcohol.
Okay. So
I don't drink. Nor do I particularly care for the feeling of being buzzed or high so no drugs, none of that stuff. Very clean life.
bro, that's all there is to live for is getting as drunk as you can all the time.
Do you like yoga?
Oh,
No, that's not one of my things. But let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
How old do you guys think I am?
you're 61. I read your Wikipedia.
Dude, I wanted to
You
guess.
know,
No,
Bro, I did my research. I might not research fair use, but I'll research your age.
okay, so do I look that old?
no way, dude.
No, not even close,
Okay.
man.
I mean,
See
I
what
can't call
happens
dude,
when you
I gotta
don't
call
drink
sir.
and you don't smoke?
Ah,
Yeah.
Come on.
Wait.
Come on, Dad. All right.
How old do I look?
Sorry.
I'll turn it around on you.
Yeah.
How old do I look?
Oh gosh, I'm gonna guess 32.
Oh, that's actually...
Lewis, how old do I look? Say younger than him.
No, you don't. You do not look younger than me.
31 and 9 months.
Oh,
All right.
man.
That's good. Lewis, I appreciate you.
Because you're
buddy.
Mexican.
Hey, the guy thinks I'm younger than you. I don't know what to say.
No, I'll actually be 30 this year, and you're 29.
I'm 29.
He's
yeah.
29.
Yeah. I guess,
Okay, well,
I guess
I
the
mean-
alcohol has aged us.
I'm twice your age, so
Yeah,
so
double.
I'm in the ballpark, right?
Yeah, you've had more time to study copyright laws.
That's true. So, what we do is.
I didn't look you guys up on Wikipedia either, so
Exactly. So we have the upper hand here.
We're not on there.
Yeah. So what we do is
We're too small.
We're definitely drunks, right? But we have this running bit where we buy like the worst type of vodka that we can find. So we'll go to like Target or Kroger or whatever, and we'll pick up like a $6 plastic gallon of vodka, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
this is gonna be so good.
And I don't know, I wouldn't say that it's like masochistic, but it's more that we like inflicting pain on each other enough to also do that to ourselves. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like
makes no sense to me at all. But go ahead.
watching him be in pain is enough to make me be able to like tolerate the pain. That's basically what I'm trying
That's
to
true. Lewis, if you'd like to, a little bit later on, I can show you a video of me falling off a table because I was so drunk. I did it live on this podcast too, so that might help to relieve the sting of us uploading your full movie to watch me in pain.
Our mothers and our wives are very proud.
Okay, so I'm sorry. What was the ultimate inspiration for The Amazing Bulk?
Okay, the inspiration for The Amazing Bulk was this. Okay, there was a producer I worked for, a guy named David Sterling. I did a bunch of he does what are called micro budget movies. They're really small, $10,000-$15,000 to make a feature movie. So I directed several of those for him. They're horror movies, okay? And I don't know how many he's done at this point, maybe close to 200 of these little movies.
Oh my God.
So for years I was doing some work for Dave. I would edit some of his movies and I was directing some of them. Anyway, so he approached me, this is back in 2007, I believe, that he was working with a producer who wanted to do a film that was essentially like a Spider-Girl kind of a story, all right? And, would I be interested in it? So I said, well, let me read the script. Let me see what you've got. So I read the script, and the script was terrible. And I said, look, this is a terrible script. I'm not going to do it. And he said, yeah. He said, I know it's not a good script. He said,
I will give you $50.
I will give you $57.
Okay. So he said, I know a writer. He said, we'll get the writer to
Punch it up a
rewrite
bit,
the
right?
script,
Yeah.
whatever. So I said, okay, fine. So during this time, I met the executive producer, the money guy behind it, and they were doing some casting, for some of the lead roles and whatever. And my first thought though was that I'd done these horror movies, okay, and horror movies you can do them on a micro budget. You go in the woods, you go in, you find some abandoned kind of house, whatever. You get a makeup guy to do some blood effects and some scary masks and whatever. But I thought, if you're making a comic book movie, these are like, big budget, big special effects movies. I was like, how do you make anything that's even, remotely, comparable? So I started doing a lot of research online, and I found all this interesting CGI stuff. And so I started thinking like, oh, well, if we could integrate some of the CGI into this, some of these, background sets and things like that, not the whole movie, but just sections of it and parts of it, I thought, okay, maybe we can start to, have something interesting kind of going on. So I was proposing these ideas to the executive producer, and he did not seem to have any interest in it at all, right? So anyway, as the project progressed, it became obvious it wasn't really going anywhere. And Dave had been paid, and he told me, he said, I can't quit because I've been paid. But he said, you haven't been paid anything. He said, you can quit. I said, fine. So I told the producer, I said, okay, I'm quitting. And that was it. So Dave came to me and he said, I really liked your ideas. There were some really interesting things there. Could we maybe do, something with that? And I said, yeah. I said, I think there's a possibility. So we we brainstormed a little bit, and then just turning off my phone here.
So unprofessional.
So sorry.
I'm kidding.
Hey, look, this happens on the network.
Hey, man, yeah, that happens. I fall off tables. I mean, it's just snowman's land out here. I get it.
Yeah, snowman's land.
Snowman's land. Yeah.
So anyway, so we brainstormed a couple of ideas, and we came up with like, well, why don't we do a spoof on the Incredible Hulk? Right? Now, the original idea was to get an actor and paint him up, kind of like Lou Ferrigno.
Oh
whatever.
yes.
Okay? But then the idea would be is that everything would be in a CGI world, the entire thing. So the entire film would be filmed on a green screen stage. So the process was as follows. I went and I did all this research to find as many different locations and sets and just whatever I could find. Okay. I then turned that over to the writer, okay, and said, look, these are the locations that I have. These are the situations. Okay, like there's the roller coaster, there's the mansion, there's the laboratory. I mean, all these things I found first, okay, and then had the writer go write the script. Okay, so then when he wrote the script, I then had to storyboard it. And I had a program which allowed me to import the backgrounds, and then I could put in these like characters. They're not stick figures; they're a little bit more developed. But just so I knew
Davy Crockett. There's Davy Crockett. There's Davy Crockett. There's the alien. There's like.
Okay, but all of that stuff, the Davy Crockett, all those little things like that,
the lizard,
had nothing to do with. They did not come in until way down the line in the post-production. All I focused on in the storyboarding was everything that involved live action actors.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay. So then everything else was just this vague concept of like, okay, the script, describes, well, there's this chase with the Bulk, and he's running through the desert. Okay. So then I had to find all of that footage. Okay. Now, eventually what happened was, one of the things I found was that character, it was like a troll, basically. And at one point I thought, oh, that's great. We don't need to hire an actor. We'll have this as the Bulk. This is better than an actor dressed up. Okay.
Hey, so, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. Can I just address our live viewers real quick? So they're coming up. They're blasting us with questions. If you guys want to drop all your questions in somewhere on our Discord, and we'll try to get to them at the end if we have time. Sorry, go ahead. They're just like, man, just
no, that's cool. That's cool. So anyway, so all I had to deal with was, at that point, was just the live action, the actors, and all of those other things that have there's no dialogue, there's no actors in them. That was all. It was in the script. Something was described there, but I didn't have anything specific for that, and that all took place in the post-production process of making the film. That's why, look, I indicate it took about 2 years from the time I shot the film to the time I completed it. Now, I had a job at the time. I was working. I was busy. I had other things kind of going on. But some people go, well, why did it take 2 years? Well, it took 2 years because I had other things to do, but I had to do all this research and find all these things online to integrate into the movie.
That makes sense. For sure.
So anyway, so you asked what was the inspiration. So that's basically what it was that I was going to do this Spider-Girl type film. I didn't think it was, we were going to be able to pull it off. And it eventually evolved into doing, the idea was, let's do a spoof of comic book movies. I mean, the movie's like 10 years old now that I shot it. It was almost exactly 10 years ago that we shot the film. So at the time was, comic books were still comic book movies, superhero movies were still relatively recent.
Oh.
And I thought that what was going to happen was the genre was going to just run its course, and nobody was being interested. And I was hoping, like, hey, you know what? I hope I get my film done before, like, the genre is completely dead. All right. So I had I couldn't have predicted that it would become such a huge thing. And I think that the reason why the film has a following is because comic book movies continue, and it's, we shot the whole thing on a green screen stage. I mean, the thing that I think a lot of people don't realize is the superhero movies you're seeing, the vast majority of them are shot on a green screen stage. Now, they don't look like it because they have all these artists who go in and put in these, backgrounds that are photorealistic. All right. But so I wanted to spoof not just the genre, but the way the movies were being made. So.
Okay.
So while you were making it, were you intentionally kind of doing a parody of how those movies sort of went?
No, I was absolutely serious. I mean, just like
I'm sorry, I don't mean it like that to be offensive.
We're not directors. Way, it's hard for us to get in the mind frames. You're gonna have to help us.
It's the director of The Room. Why so? I believed in my movie. It was a, I mean, I thought I was making the Citizen Kane of
CGI.
This is fantastic.
And if you look at the box art says, my movie is the room of comic book movies.
Oh my God, it does.
Is that your okay?
I did not hit her. I did not.
I did. Yeah. Oh hi, Bulk.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. So right off the bat, okay, the movie was intended to be a parody, a spoof. Okay, that was certainly the intention of the movie. Okay, if people thought that we were, somehow we thought we were making some sort of a serious movie. Okay, with all these ridiculous kind of, cartoon comic characters or whatever. I don't know why they would think that. So no, always knew that I was making a goof of a movie.
And see, that's always the question in the back of my head is because some of the stuff we've watched on our show wasn't as good as this. I'll just put it that way. And I'm always
we recently watched Tammy and the T-Rex, and that was a shit show.
I'm always wondering, like, if it was a conscious decision that they were doing, or if there's some kind of disconnect, because the way me and Justyn met was we used to be in a band together, and we actually, doing like local touring, you play with people that, and I mean, no disrespect to them, but they I guess they're tone deaf is the phrase that should go along with it, because like it just sounds bad to everybody except for them, and they can't tell. And like I almost feel bad for those people. And so sometimes I wonder, like, is there an equivalent sometimes, or like I feel like most of it is probably on purpose. You know what I mean? It's like, or maybe it's like low budget, or you know what I mean? But sometimes I do get the vibe from it that like it's a 100% passion project that just missed the mark. I'm not talking about your film, but I'm saying that I have this question in my head all the time. It does battle in my brain all the time. Like, is this a satire, or is this a poor person trying their hardest?
Okay, wait. Let me just say this. Okay, nobody sets out to make a bad movie. Okay, nobody says I'm going to go out and make a really, really bad movie. Okay, even though that's what some of the people have thought. They thought, oh, he wanted to make like a really bad movie. Okay, so that people would be like, oh, he's made the worst movie or whatever. Okay. I wasn't intending to make a bad movie, okay? I was intending to make a movie that I thought would be a fun spoof of, parody of superhero types of movies. And I was trying to think of a way to do it that would be fresh, that if you've got no budget, how do I do it in a way that's, I'm going to, make this work? So the obvious thing to me was there was all this stuff that I found. Either some of it was free, some of it was, I subscribed to a channel that had, a whole bunch of these, videos like the Davy Crockett and those kind of things, whatever. And I thought, oh yeah, great. I can just stick this into the movie, or there's a way to get the bulk running in the background of this. So, why not? I mean, but just in my own defense, okay, I worked in the movie industry in Hollywood for 21 years. I worked as a assistant editor for many years. And one of my jobs, whether or not I was an assistant editor or an editor on some films, was we needed stock footage for the movie. We needed a car crash. We needed something that okay. So I was very adept at like going to a library, digging through stuff and finding, okay. So the concept simply was like, hey, look, there's all this stuff that's available on the internet that's online. I can buy it, or if it's for free, and even some of the places where I lifted it for free, I contacted those websites. I said, you have this stuff online. Can I use it? And I got responses from them that yes, you can use it. This is not a problem. So that was the concept. Some people don't like they may not like it. Somebody else might say, hey, the guy was being, industrious. So, it's all.
Yeah, and we definitely can vibe with that, because as independent podcasters, we definitely have to do a lot of the same, where we don't have access to a lot of stuff, so we just make it happen, whatever way we can.
Yeah.
Like if we don't have movies to watch, we just got to like buy them and watch them. So
yeah.
But we messed up there. But yeah, I don't know. That's pretty cool. You got anything else? Oh, wait, I do have a question, and I don't want this to sound... like, I don't know how used you are to I don't know, lewd speak, but we had a
Lewd speak.
Hey, shut up. We're
on Quaaludes right now. That's what he means.
We had an argument, okay, and I would like to ask you about it. There was one scene where I swear, and I mean no offense, but I swear I saw his penis hanging down.
Okay, all right, Lewis. Does the bulk's dick exist?
No.
So
that's what I told you, bitch. I told you.
In no scenes, there's not even like a silhouette of something that is like the bulge, the bulk's bulge. Nothing.
No.
Dude,
no. I think. Let me just say that I think some of the confusion comes in the trailer. I get a lot of people who make a comment. I think there's a shot where what happens is the bulk's hand is moving and his thumb is extended. And so some people think, oh, that's got to be it. But no.
Maybe that's what it was.
I told you.
I don't remember the
I
exact
told you there's no bulk dick.
I don't remember the exact scene, but like I would have bet anything on it.
And then the last...
No, we would have gotten an X rating, and that's not...
it wouldn't be viable.
It was very subtle,
Well, let me ask you this, okay? Since you seem obsessed with this
With his
With
penis.
this-
Yes, he's obsessed with his appendage.
Yeah.
Did you like the scene with with Kontlov's wife Lolita when she?
Oh yeah, it was fantastic. It made me feel very weird,
You mean the missile launch?
and I'll leave it.
Is
at
that what you're talking about, Lewis?
I'll just leave
No,
it
no,
at
no,
that.
no, 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 no. I'm talking about when she's got the blindfold on and she bumps into him.
Oh
And
yeah,
she
she's
goes
like,
to bump,
oh,
she puts his hand up, and she's
and then he squishes her with his foot.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see, this movie brings us pure joy.
Yep.
Like, and I get it. Like, I get the scathing reviews and whatnot, but we genuinely enjoyed it. Like,
okay.
go ahead.
Let me just say this, okay? Because Alex, you were asking about like what's the mindset of the filmmaker, whatever. All right, I believe this for a very long time. All right, when you see films, particularly independent films, you can see it less so in the studio films, unless you're talking about a real auteur kind of a filmmaker who has a lot of control.
The proper
But I
term is
always feel
autist.
that when you see a movie, it's a window into the filmmaker's mind. Okay.
Yeah.
You're seeing how they see the world. Okay. Now that I've told you that, okay, and now you've seen the movie, okay, the bulk is a window into my mind, okay, into my sensibilities, into what I think is funny. Okay. Other people may not find it funny, but you're seeing, how I.
Yeah, for sure. No, I like that. Definitely. Another topic a reoccurring topic that comes up all the time is, I guess it's like the topic of art in general. Like, if things come from a place of passion or if it just purely comes from a place of trying to make money. And we kind of decided that like, you're not an artist unless it's some like mixture of both. But, there's definitely people on either sides of the spectrum. But I mean, that definitely makes a lot of sense, especially for some of the movies we've watched. And so I guess this actually leads me to my next question, which is, does it bother you having people? I'll relate this question to music again too. So sometimes people who like don't play any instruments, they're not musically inclined at all, and they'll
Have
trash.
the biggest mouths.
Yeah, they'll trash on like musicians' hard work. And so like this happens to filmmakers, obviously, where like, I've never made a movie in my life and I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, such and such movie, this and that. Does that frustrate you, or is that just, part of it? Have you grown a thick skin over the time?
Does it frustrate me that people want to, tear the movie apart, put it down?
Yeah.
No. I'll tell you why. Let me tell you. And I learned this lesson a long time ago when a movie I made that I really put a lot of heart and passion into, and that was that as a filmmaker, entertainer, you want to entertain people, but it's nice if you get some kind of a reaction. Now, if people are enthusiastic and love the movie, that's great. Okay, if they are so angry at the movie or pissed off or whatever.
Also great.
I've gotten a reaction. Okay, so somehow the movie has gotten to them. Okay, so I'd rather that if people saw the movie and said this movie, okay, so what? That would be hurtful.
Right. That goes
But
back.
I have people who passionately. I mean, you've looked on YouTube. You've seen there are all these fan videos, or all these reviews, whatever. Okay, and most of them are pretty, negative and hostile. And my feeling is like, well, I've gotten. There's something about the movie that's getting a reaction out of people, and that to me. That's a good thing. I don't look at it as a bad thing. Like I say, it's indifference would be something that would bother me more. And I don't get much indifference to the movie.
I've said that before. I said the worst possible thing that could happen is someone goes, it was okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my goddamn heart.
That means it's forgettable.
Yeah, exactly. It means it made no impact on you. So
And
if
back
you
to
love it or if you hate it.
Exactly. Back to the discussion of art too. Good art invokes emotion. Be it whatever kind of emotion.
Love or hate.
If it doesn't evoke any emotion, then what are you even doing?
So, Lewis, the last question I had for you specifically, and I know you briefly touched on it I guess in the form of like assets, right? Like CGI assets that you can use in the movie. But why the Davy Crockett? Why the lizard? I think there was an alien. There was something riding a missile. I mean, there was a soccer player like in a field, like in a desert that had a perfect like field like of turf and grass. Why insert them into the movie? I know you needed like additional footage and you needed to convey that the Bulk was traveling from miles and miles away, but
really fast.
He's so fast.
Needed to fill time.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I mean, look, there were other images that I didn't use. Okay.
Oh.
I like these images.
I want to see those images.
I mean, Davy Crockett is, you don't get more American than that,
That's
right?
true.
Yeah, amen, brother.
God damn.
Right. Okay. There's
Make my red blood boil.
there's the like Zeus character who's throwing the lightning bolt.
Yeah.
So we got some godlike characters in it. Whatever. I mean, it wasn't supposed to make any sense. Okay, but it fills time.
Sure.
Okay. I guess if people are bored by it, I'm sorry.
No, are you kidding me? Have you seen your own movie, dude? The moment that we got
definitely not bored.
The moment we got to that part, it was pure mayhem because like I was the one that brought the movie onto the stream, so I was the one that came up with the drinking rules. So the moment that we got to that, it was like a cacophony of different characters, right? So the moment we got there were so many ridiculous characters in that scene that I instituted a drink for each one of those characters. So it was absolute chaos. We were wet, we were soaking and moist. Like it was just absolute insane. It was absolute insanity. So no, if anybody has ever seen the movie, nobody's going to be bored by that. I just think it was an artistic choice to use all those characters, and I would not have the film any other way, if I'm being honest. What were some of those other assets that you didn't use? Like some of those other characters?
I can't remember, but if I didn't use it, then it wasn't. It just didn't strike me as being something that would be useful. So I'm sure it was very little. I used as much as I could because, like I said, I mean a lot of that stuff came from a website. I think it's called Animation Factory, and I think if you got the premium subscription, I think it was like $300 for a year. Okay. You could download any of their, videos, and they had a lot of good, look, there's good animated CGI there. I couldn't pay somebody to create that stuff for me, but it was just there. It was there for the picking.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, I'm looking at the site right now. There's so much. So I went to the soccer category. I'm looking for the soccer guy. Where is the soccer guy?
There's a soccer vampire.
A soccer vampire. Oh, Lewis, missed opportunity, man. There's a soccer vampire.
We're talking about 10 years ago. So I haven't been to that site in ages. But you know what? Look, if you want a reason, I put the soccer player in so that the movie would have its appeal to worldwide appeal. Europeans
we actually
in South America, soccer is very popular. It's not popular in the United States.
Yeah.
So I figured if I put it in, okay, I'm going to get some people from those territories. It's gonna hold their interest,
and it worked.
Smart. We actually have one of our viewers from the Netherlands who's yelling football.
Yeah,
and
so
we know.
Yeah,
we know.
He's a goddamn heretic. Everybody knows it's called soccer, but he's because of that soccer scene, he actually became a fan of the show. So, Lewis, you single-handedly drove a fan to the show because of your soccer scene. So, see, look, that's what we do. We help each other.
Look how dumb he is. He said EA is slowly getting triggered. I think you mean EU. You don't even know what your own country is called.
Okay, so Lewis, we got a couple of questions from the chat. If you got a little bit more time, I don't want to keep you too long, but the chat is genuinely interested in you. They've been posting a shit ton of questions. We can't get to all of them, but like we'll try to ask.
Okay, guys, just so you know, time is not a factor. Okay, I'm not under any kind of restriction. The only thing that I do ask is I do want to spend a little time talking about what it is that I'm doing now. Okay.
Yes,
So I'd like to do a
sure.
little self-promotion to maybe get a little interest in what it is that I've been doing,
Definitely.
lately. So
You've got some nerve to ask us to I'm kidding, buddy. Yeah.
ahead.
Us millennials, we call that the plug, and we'll definitely give you all the time you want for
I
that.
promise you will absolutely get
As
the
long
plug.
as it's 20 seconds.
Hey, I got a lot of respect for you young guys. The world is,
It's our oyster, right?
Oh, thank you.
yeah.
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 Oh, that's sweet of you. Yeah. No, we got your site up and ready to go. Lou Schoen, it's your YouTube channel. I know you said that you're doing restorations for a lot of older videos.
Well,
So
yeah, do you want me to talk about it right now before we, open it up?
yeah, let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and do that right now.
Okay, all right. So we'll do a little bit of self promotion. What I've been doing, okay, and it's similar to The Bulk in that The Bulk was a lot of what that film was made of was things that I could get royalty free, the rights to whatever, not stuff that to go out and pay for would be very expensive. So about almost 2 years ago now, there was a movie I started thinking about that I really like. It's a movie called The Lost World, 1925. Special effects were done by a gentleman named Lewis O'Brien, who did King Kong, 1933, Mighty Joe Young, 1949. And he, what's his name? Ray Harryhausen was his protege and went on to make, the Sinbad movies and just a lot of really, famous, stop motion animation films. I'm thinking of 1 Million Years BC. Anyway, so The Lost World is this movie that made in 1925. The original elements no longer exist. Okay, the original negatives, they were destroyed. And I've always enjoyed the film, but I found it was not an easy movie to get into and watch. And so I started thinking, wouldn't it be nice to add sound effects to the movie? Okay, give the dinosaurs some roaring sounds and whatever. So that's how the idea started. And so I worked on that movie. I did some restoration work on it. And along the line, I came across some ways to colorize it, not just simply to tint it the way they used to do old movies, but actually go in and have the scenes look in color. And I did a lot of research online, and eventually I found a website where you could do a photograph. So I have a brother who's a computer guy, and I said, hey, I know if you can do this with a picture, we can do it with a movie. I just got to break it down. So he was actually able to write some software for me. And so I was able to break down the entire movie by frame, run it through this program, okay, which would take weeks and weeks to do, and I could colorize it. Unfortunately, it's not a great plot. It was great for the exterior shots, the outside shots, but the interiors, not very good. Okay, so the project developed that eventually I found the original screenplay for the movie online, and the intercards had a lot more information than what was used in the film. So what I then did was I cut in those original intercards, and then what I came up with the idea was I found some computer voices, so I could basically make a silent movie into a sound film.
What?
That sounds
It's called,
awesome.
you'll see it online, it's called The Lost World Redo, REDUX, okay? And so what happens is I've taken a silent movie, and as best I can, I've dubbed in the voices, and if not, you just see the title card. So there's a lot more information that was in the script that never made it into the final movie that's now there. Okay, so it was an alternative way to see an old movie. Yeah, that's it. Sounds of Silence. So,
Are you going to get us pulled with this, Lewis? Can't take another copyright strike. I think you understand.
So that music there is you put in as well?
yeah, that's everything has been added in post. But if you jump forward a little bit, you'll see some dialogue scenes. They may be there.
Oh.
The man woos.
Oh!
If I give 1 hour of joy to the boy woos half a man, or the man woos half a boy.
Okay, jump forward a little bit to. We'll let it play. You'll get it to a dialogue scene. There.
You know why I begged you to see me alone tonight, Gladys? Well, upon my word, what do young girls want nowadays?
I will only marry a man of great deeds and strange experiences.
I like
a
your
man
cock.
who can look death in the face without flinching. Isn't that so, pussykins?
Oh my God.
It was a different time, Justin.
Different time.
Surely,
You're right. I'm
if
sorry.
you really care, as you say you do,
But Gladys, suppose I never get a chance at the big things?
the kind of man I mean makes his own chances. You can't hold him back.
Dude, so I'm guessing like the editing process for this entire thing must have been maddening and just ridiculously elongated, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of work. And first of all, I had to stabilize all the shots because they all have jumping in them. And then I had to go in, and then I had to colorize it. Then I had to add all the intercards. Okay, which again, this all came from the original screenplay. Okay, this is not. I didn't invent this stuff. This was what was originally intended. Then I had to create the voices. Okay, and edit them all in. So it took a long time. I probably spent over the course of maybe about a year and a half on and off working on it. But anyway, so that was my first attempt. I then discovered a better colorization process, which is what I'm using now. If you jump to some of the other videos, okay.
And those are the ones on your channel, right?
Yeah. Just really quickly, we'll go through some of these.
Yeah.
Just name a few of the titles.
Here, this one's 17 hours ago. Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Okay, well, that's a restoration. Before we get to that, let's work on the colorization. Something before that.
So colorized, restored.
Colorized.
Okay, Violent Years. We'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah, cool with that one?
Yeah, but this movie, Violent Years, it was Ed Wood. Ed Wood wrote the screenplay. Now he's not credited in the movie, okay, as being the writer, but he wrote the script for this.
Really? The Ed Wood.
Okay, the Ed Wood. No, okay. So just so you know, what I'm doing is I'm taking black and white movies, okay, and I'm colorizing them. Okay, now it's a computer program that will do this, but I then go in and I do some color correction to make it as good as possible. And I also do some restoration work. Sometimes there's dirt and dust, or if you notice these titles, they're very stable. If you look at a black and white copy of the movie, they'll be moving. Okay?
Yeah.
But just so you know, though, I'm dealing with everything that I believe to be is in the public domain, okay? So I'm not infringing on anybody's rights, okay? I'm taking something that is no longer under copyright. I do that. Now, just so you know,
Lewis,
when I do
you
this...
slide dog. Is that a jab at us?
I thought we
You
were past
slide
that.
dog.
hang on. Now, just so you know, these movies, I've put on a copyright bug. I now own the copyright to the colorized version
Oh
of this.
my God.
So,
Wait, pause it.
Oh, I got you. Lewis, I got you. I'm going to make a black and white version of The Amazing Bulk. I'm going to copyright that as my own as my own version. We can
we do
upload
that?
the whole video.
Can we do that?
No, it doesn't work that way, guys.
Ah,
Sorry.
shit. Damn it.
All right.
Damn it. I thought we had you.
All right.
You can't do that.
We're gonna.
All right. But anyway, so this is what I've been doing. Now, if you go to the Hunchback of Notre Dame, 1923, you just go to my channel. And so what I'm doing is I'm doing some restoration work on the movie. There's a clip I have there. I'll have you take a look at it.
Oh, it's the original version. What's the green version? Because this is the colorized version. What's that?
Okay. It's not, well, it's actually sort of like, I think it's more of like kind of a yellowish, but yeah, a little yellow-green. That
Like
is the
pus.
tinted
Wow.
version. That's the version that I'm working with, is the tinted version. So what I've done is I've removed the color to see how it would have been if it was just screened in black and white. And then I've also added the color to it.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Okay. But what I want you to do is I want you to look at another video because there's a side-by-side comparison. So if you back out and you go to, I think it's the third video that I put up
Maybe this
since
one?
the most recent.
Is it colorized, restored sound design demo or the Hunchback of Notre
Yep, that's it. Okay. So pop that in and just run the first part of it. Now this is a movie okay, go to the back of it. Go to the beginning of it. Okay, that's 1925.
Real demanding, Lewis. You know that? I'm kidding.
Okay, so 1925. This is a movie called The General, made by Buster Keaton. Okay, This is a side-by-side comparison. Okay, now, so you can see, and I've added sound effects to this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it was a silent movie, and I've added all the sound to it. You hear the train?
Yeah.
Okay, and
The
listen.
horse
See what
is
happens.
trotting. Yeah.
Watch what happens to the train. Watch what happens. Alex, are you seeing it?
Alex, you watching?
Wow.
Okay.
I think I remember that explosion from the bulk.
Okay, so now this, the next 2 minutes of this video, skip through it. It's just a side-by-side comparison showing the black and white and the color. But I want you to go to the last 30 seconds. Okay, that's it. Now this is a side-by-side comparison of the restoration work that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Oh my God, he's hideous.
Bro, he's way more ugly.
Okay, that's Lon Chaney, who was very famous for. He was known as the Man of 1,000 Faces. He made many movies.
Really?
Well over 100 films. But he was famous because he did the makeup all himself. He's, you know, the movie The Phantom of the Opera. Have you ever heard of that? 1925.
Yes.
He also starred in that film.
Oh, was he the Phantom?
Yeah. So anyway, so the work I'm doing right now is some colorization, some restoration work. So and make sure your audience knows my channel is called Lewschon, LEWSCHOEN. And so if people go there, they can see these films. Okay.
Now they know.
Please see, subscribe, whatever. Just trying to build my channel.
Yeah.
All right, guys, go check him out.
You gotta work on your plugging, right? You gotta say, you
Give
gotta
him some
like,
love.
subscribe, smash that motherfucking like button. That's what you gotta say. You gotta hit the bell icon.
I don't think he
Right.
says
Okay,
motherfucking like
all that stuff.
Yeah.
So there are other people
Smash the
doing
bell.
what I'm doing who are more successful. They're not putting the time and effort that I am. They're not doing the color correction.
Oh,
They're not
damn.
doing the restoration
Yeah,
work.
the
They're not
stability.
stabilizing the
Yeah.
cuts.
Okay.
And I'm struggling. So anything I can do to promote that. But anyway, let's take
hop into some questions.
some questions from your audience.
We'll get some questions for you, buddy. But that's extremely exciting. I do like watching trains crash. I don't know if you knew that about me, Alex, but that's 100% true.
You've told me that before.
Oh, okay. So we got a question from Bram Broden in the chat. He says, Lewis, do you have any action figures? Please tell me there's a bulk action figure somewhere out there.
There is. Hang on a second. Wait a second. I'm gonna get it. Hold on.
Please.
Dude, we have to get one for the set.
Yes. Hurry, pour some vodka in my mouth. Hurry.
All right.
Oh, God damn it. I heard that.
Oh my God, I think I threw him out my neck when I did that.
All right. So I have one action figure. Can you see it?
Oh man.
Oh, my God. Dude, where did you get that?
Can we buy those somewhere?
Okay. So let me tell you the story behind this.
There's a dick. Alex, I saw the dick. There was a dick
think I
there.
saw it.
No, he has no genitalia. Can you see?
Well, I mean,
Well, it looks like this.
That's what
Alex,
he has.
you just got firsthand proof that he has no dick, dude.
it was worth it. It was worth it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Where'd you get that from, dude?
Okay. So I got this from my distributor. What happened was he has a guy who makes things. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
So what happened was he only had a few of these made. I think maybe 5 of them. They're quite expensive to make. I think they're like at least about $100.
That means we'll never have one.
He had a few of these made. So when he goes around to the goes to different conventions and things like that to promote his films, but also the bulk. So it was more sort of a display thing. Now my distributor, my distributor is Wild Eye Entertainment.
Oh, yes. They also did Thanksgiving, right? I think they did Thanksgiving.
Probably.
Yeah, there's
Anyway,
a bunch of other movies that we wanted to watch from them.
Okay, and just, the distributor, Rob Housechild is his name. He's the greatest. He's a really good guy. I mean, there are a lot of distributors who are very, who are dishonest and whatever. Rob is he's a great, honest guy. Anyway, he's going to start doing some merchandising for the movie. So I'm hoping that maybe they'll make these available. If there's enough interest in them, yeah, they would do this. What I would encourage your audience to do is to contact Wild Eye Entertainment, let them know that you saw this podcast, and tell them, say, hey, I want a bulk action figure. Okay, now I'm not done yet. There's another one here.
Please.
There's a bulkhead.
bust. You got a bust?
I want that.
How do you like that?
Never.
I love it. Oh my God.
It makes me sad because I know I can't own these things.
Yes, Lewis, go ahead and send them to us, please. That's fantastic, man. That's so badass. So if we contact Wild Eye, there's the possibility that maybe these bulk action figures and busts might go into production.
Well, hang on. Okay, I just want to put them down.
And
carefully.
would you get royalties from all sales?
That could be how we make it up to you.
Yeah, we can make you some money back.
We can get you some money
so
back.
you know what, guys? I'm just I'm not in this for the money.
Oh.
Really, I'm not. I mean, unless it's millions of dollars, yeah, then I'm in it for the money. But the small amounts is going to make. But no, seriously though, if your audience would contact Wild Eyed Entertainment, tell them you want them. You they like the bulk and they want the merchandising, whatever, and if they want the bust and they want the action figure, then this could all happen.
We do
All right,
have
guys.
thousands of viewers, so
You heard the man.
maybe they'll actually go ahead and do it. Guys,
Okay, good.
you heard him.
It's
That
like
would
we
be great.
always say, find them.
Yeah, find them. Idiosyncratic Podcast Army. Go ahead and get out there. Contact Wild Eye. And let's see if we can get those bulk action figures and busts in production. Dude, they might have some things killing.
I would
ones,
like
dude.
to put one here.
Lowe's, as you can see, we have. I'll call it paraphernalia because we've gotten it throughout the years of the show.
These
right
are all
here.
trophies of things from the show.
We have. Look at all these movies that we've watched on the show. Like we see, we don't pirate, right? Like we buy physical copies of the movies
Good.
that
That's
we watch.
good, guys.
Yeah,
This belt I won in a gaming competition.
Why don't you tell them the podcast that lost?
Against another podcast. It was the NIG podcast.
Yeah, see,
and
you're not vengeful,
they're
but we are.
They're a gaming podcast, and we talk about games. We talk about just things we're interested in. And they actually flew down from Kansas to lose to me in gaming. So that's what that is.
We should be the Vengeance podcast. Let's see. So I do have another question for you. This question is from the Flapjack123. It says, Lewis, why do you have so many fans in the background? Lewis, can you tell us why you have so many fans back there?
Okay. Is that relevant,
All right,
Flapjack?
I'm sorry. I'm just reading the questions. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, that's fine. All right. There's actually, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fans over here. There's another one here, but it's not really working. Okay.
It's because of the Philippines.
Just really briefly, all right? I told you, I live in the Philippines.
Do you speak
It's hot here.
Tagalog?
Okay.
Tagalog?
Now, so what happens is this. I run my air conditioning most of the time anyway. We're in my bedroom, okay, where we are right now.
Oh, okay.
So I run my air conditioning to keep it cool because it does get quite hot here during the day and even in the evening hours. So the reason why I have all these fans is if you look at the window, you can see there's a wire. Okay, out there, I have 2 solar panels that are on the roof outside. So what they do is during the day, they're powering up the batteries that are inside those fans. There's actually 3 on the ground, and they're all identical. So during the day, they're getting powered up. At the same time, the one that's in the chair, that is hooked up to a what's called a deep cycle battery. It's like a car battery. And that fan is running directly off of that main battery. So what happens is in the evening, okay, there's not enough in the battery, in that deep cycle battery to run the fans. But the fans have the batteries inside them. They've been charged. So when I go to sleep at night, I have a light and I have a fan to run. And it'll go for about 3 hours on a charge. And typically I'll wake up in the middle of the night. So when I wake up in the middle of the night, the fan is off and I just swap it out. So usually I get by with just 2 fans, but I have a 3rd fan just in case. Sometimes it does that. So anyway.
Lewis,
cool.
what's the weather situation like where you are right now?
And do you speak Tagalog? I don't know if I said that
Answer
right.
both of those simultaneously, please.
Okay. No, I don't speak Tagalog. And actually where I'm living, that's not the main language. The main language is called Visayan, where I live.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of the country. Tagalog is spoken in Luzon, which is the northern island. That's where Manila is. And it is the national language, okay? But the vast majority of the people down where I live, they speak Visayan. And actually, you'll typically find they know English better than they know than Tagalog, the national language.
But is it the Queen's English or is it the real English? Am I right, Lewis?
it's American English is what they know. Is what they want. Actually, interesting story. One of the reasons, if you know, years ago, a lot of call centers used to be based in India.
Yes,
Right?
trust me. I've been getting calls from them for about 15 years,
Yeah,
so I know that.
Yeah, I know that a ton of them are in the Philippines now.
What's happened over the years is a lot of those call centers have been moved from India to the Philippines, and one of the reasons is because the Filipinos, they learn American English, and a lot of people were having difficulty understanding people from India because they were speaking more of a British, thing, whatever. So anyway, that's it. Now there was another. I'm sorry, Justyn, you asked a question too that I
don't remember what it was.
I think he said, "What is the weather like in the?"
Oh yeah. What's the weather? Okay, so like I'm a very hot-natured person. I am 100% concerned with the fact that my fan could go out at any given time, and if it is hot and sticky,
I would murder my neighbors.
I would murder my neighbors just so I could have like some of their fans, right? Like some of their fan power.
Give
right?
me your batteries.
Do you? Okay, so I know you have multiple fans set up just in case, like one of the fans go out. You can switch them out throughout the night and whatnot. Is it hot and sticky there? Is it?
Yeah,
it's
pretty humid, right?
And
humid, right?
hot and sticky. Yeah,
I prefer hot and sticky over humid.
I spend most of my time indoors. I in the morning I get up at around 6 and then I walk my dog because if I wait too long after 7:30, 8 o'clock, it's too hot to walk him outside. So I walk him in the morning. I basically spend now with the virus. I'm actually not even supposed to be going out. But before the virus, I would go out for lunch. It's not terribly bad if you're in a vehicle that's moving and the windows are open. It's fine, and
So it's better than where we are then. Shit.
It's 100.
Oh yeah, we live
degrees
in
right
Texas.
Yeah,
so
we're in
it's like,
Texas.
even with the windows down.
What part of Texas? What part of Texas are you in?
Dallas.
DFW.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Dallas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
DFW.
Okay. Yeah, I worked in Longview years ago.
Okay.
I had a job there working on a movie, and I came in like late September, early October, and it was just it was the tail end of the summertime. The heat and humidity and stuff like that. So yeah, it's probably comparable. Yep. But it's like that here though. Most of the time in the winter it will cool off. Okay, it's not nearly as bad during the winter months, but
year round it's probably more humid than anything, right? Like Florida, right?
Yeah.
Like Orlando.
It is very
Oh God.
Yeah.
All right, so
gotta move, buddy.
You know what? I love living here. It's really cheap. I mean, I live here because it's really inexpensive, and I can do my work. I'm essentially I was able to retire early. And I spend my time working on my own personal projects here. So versus living in LA, struggling to get a job, struggling, with money and stuff like that, and not having time to do my creative work, as opposed to I live here and I'm loving it.
Living the dream.
So are you still teaching down there too? Like I know that you're.
No. I haven't done that for many years. I came out here. I came out here actually to edit a movie when the recession hit. And I was working at a studio, and then when I finished my work there, they had a school, and I transferred over, and I was working there for several years. And eventually, they let me go. I don't want to get into what happened, but they let a lot of people go. The school is closed up now. There was another school that had opened. That was some of the people I used to work with were over there. I was working there part time. Eventually, I left that. I wasn't happy with the situation, so no, I haven't been teaching. Although I did try to find other teaching work. And I just couldn't find it. And eventually I said, you know what? It's time to retire and just do your own stuff.
Well, hey, look at you. At least you can do that and live, right? You can live the rest.
Okay. We got another one. Sorry.
Sure, go ahead.
The Flapjack 123 wants to know: would you be interested in The Bulk Part 2? A sequel, given the right investors.
Hey, if they're investors, I'm all in. Okay, I was going to talk.
So.
I was going to mention this to you guys, but since this has been brought up here, there was a woman who approached me several months ago.
Was she cute?
Is she cute?
Doesn't
matter. I find all women to be cute.
I'm surprised you heard him. To be honest, nobody ever hears him when he says that.
Yeah, I say that a lot. It's a thing I do.
Okay, go ahead.
So there's a website. It's called Odd Tales of Wonder.
Okay.
Okay, and the woman who has the site, she approached me several months ago and wanted to do a literary version of a sequel to The Amazing Bulk. So it is in process. It is being written. It will be available in a book form, in a how do you call that? A hard copy and a soft copy version.
Lewis,
of that.
please give us Lewis, the chat is going crazy right now. Please,
Yeah, brother.
Yes, brother. Please give us the title. Or at least like the preliminary title, what you think it's going to be called. What are we talking here?
It's right now the title is just it was I think it's the return of the Amazing Bulk. I believe that's the title as is right now. So
Right on.
Okay, so we have some we have some suggestions in the chat. The Bulk 2 Get Bulkier. That was one. So you can feel free to write that down. That's for free.
that's a good one.
Nice.
I'll have to suggest that.
I'm so
hang on a
happy.
second.
We'll definitely feature it here, and we'll make sure we do it the right way this time.
Yeah, we'll read excerpts. We won't read the whole book.
Yeah.
Okay. My writer's name is Adam, Atom. Mudman, Mudman, and then Bezesny, Bezecny. That's her name. Not easy to pronounce, but anyway.
Last name?
Hang on.
Is that a pseudonym?
And just I've read a couple of chapters. It's coming along great.
Right on.
It's really kind of something.
Man.
And again, just it's called Odd. Hang on, I'm just trying to remember her site here. Odd Tales of Wonder, and like I say, I don't know when it'll be out and ready. Hopefully in the next few months.
Oh, yes.
But anyway, there will be a literary version. If there's enough interest and if there's some money, maybe it'll be turned into a feature film.
Buddy, if anything, I bought this. I will buy the book. If it becomes a feature film, I will buy the feature film. You don't understand. I will own it at some point. It just has to come into production. So please tell me at some point when this comes into production.
Okay.
You said the book is going to come out in a couple months, right? I will buy the book.
Look, I don't know exactly the date, but anyway, what I'm hoping is that on the cover of the book, it will say soon to be a minor motion picture.
I love it, dude. I mean, sir. Sorry.
It's okay if we call you dude, by the way. I think we've been doing that all night. Let's see.
Well, I mean, despite how crazy we sound, we do come from Texas, where manners are important.
That's true. Manners are important to us.
Like I say, I told you I lived in Longview for about 3 months working on a movie, so I'm familiar and.
Which is actually the perfect segue to the next question that we have. This is from the Kind of Important Gaming podcast. They say, you kind of sound like Steve Jobs. Have you ever lived in Los Angeles? Also, would you consider yourself the Steve Jobs of the film industry?
What?
It's a weird question. I know. I don't really know why he's asking that, but hey, I mean.
So I lived in Los Angeles for 21 years. I'm actually from the New York area. Usually people sort of pin my accent as being a little bit more kind of New Yorkish.
Yeah, he's an idiot. I'm sorry.
Yeah. How would I even consider myself in any way, shape, or form related to Steve Jobs?
Yeah.
Oh no, honestly, he's a weird kind of guy. You don't have to answer the question, but if you could answer the question,
I'll answer it this way: Steve Jobs is dead. One day, I too will be dead.
There you have it, folks. He is the Steve
Jobs of movie.
Yeah, there you go. Put that in the notes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I told them I'd read all the questions that they had. They
love
took
that
advantage of me.
Just send them my way.
They said,
I love your answers too.
Yes.
Like, I could tell you're very good at fielding some of this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Complete garbage.
They also, a Kind of Important Gaming podcast, they also say based AF, which means based as fuck, which means that basically godlike.
Do you know what based is? It's It's
based. BASED.
Yeah. It's something that these not even millennials, it's like some Gen Zers, They say it when it means like you have an opinion that goes against the popular opinion, I guess.
Yeah.
Like
To be respected.
It's like you have like a respectable opinion that's like not.
It can go against the grain, right? Like it's
I understand.
These kids are
Well,
making up words out here.
Yeah, let me give you a visual.
Oh, please!
All right.
I hope it's the bulk's dick.
Sorry, no.
You made him look away, Justin.
Sorry, Lewis. Go ahead, buddy.
Do you know those the little trying to remember what were they called? They were called goldfish. The little snacks.
Oh yeah,
They still exist. What do you mean they were called?
yeah. Justin's
Oh, they
son
still
eats
do.
those for
Do you
breakfast.
remember do you know what the packaging is like?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm going back like 50 years now. When I was a little kid.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright.
he was alive back then.
They're cartons, right?
Okay, no. But it's kind of like a sort of like a paper carton, whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you remember the drawing was of these goldfish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're all swimming in one direction, and there's one goldfish that's turned around and swimming the other way.
That's you.
That's me.
God,
Yeah.
I'm that goldfish.
Yeah.
God damn.
I'm not going with the crowd.
There you go. So there you have it, folks.
Lord Lewis.
he is
what
in
we'll
fact
call him.
based AF.
Okay, so I guess the last question I have for you for tonight, I don't want to keep these too long, but the last question I have for you is, has Marvel/Disney ever contacted you?
Never. Exhale. All right.
But I'm still here. I'm still waiting for the call. Okay.
Really? So they
Day or night. My phone is always on in case they want to contact me.
All right. Well, I'll have a talk with them.
yeah, we'll push them in your direction for you.
Yeah.
As long as they don't contact me for a copyright infringement, I'm up for anything.
I
All right.
honestly, I think. Okay, so the audience is going crazy right now. Like I said, we have about 4,000 viewers right now. They're going crazy. They don't believe that you never actually were contacted by Marvel or Disney at any point. That's insane. Really, you were never contacted by them?
Why would I be contacted?
Well, I mean, because the Amazing Bulk, because the parody, the satire on the Incredible Hulk. I guess that's.
But he's in.
It's all
within,
okay. See again,
You're
just
well
so
within your rights to do so. I mean,
Okay, right. Just so your audience understands, because I get this all the time from people. They go, for some reason they think it's illegal. Okay, there is nothing illegal to spoof or parody
sure.
something like that.
But you know how
Okay?
those big studios are, right? Like they'll like axe you down, right? Like they'll bring the band hammer down as soon as they catch a whiff of you having anything slightly having to do with their properties, right? But in this
Okay.
case, they haven't.
All right. So again, this goes back to what we were talking about before about copyright law and fair use and all of that.
Yeah.
So let me
Do
just
your research,
explain
folks.
this. Okay.
Nah.
When I came up with the idea of doing this, okay, we knew that it has to be
legal.
yeah. Everything we did has to be legal. Okay, so
P's and Q's.
just so you're aware, okay, I did a little research. I found this. It actually made sense. Stan Lee, he basically says, look, the bulk is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Okay, that was the original concept. Okay, now Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, we can all agree it's in the public domain. All right, nobody owns the rights to that. So if you notice in my film, okay, now in the Hulk, it's gamma rays that he does whatever, okay, but in Dr. Jekyll, they're doing it with like these chemical potions, whatever, okay. So that's what
Chemical
I have in
X,
my
I think it's
film.
called.
Okay,
No.
and there's similarities between all three of the scripts in that there's the lead character, there's the fiance, and her father is this general, okay? And there's also sort of a sidekick character named Sam, okay, who's sort of his lab assistant. Those four characters are in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. They're in the Hulk, and then they're in the bulk, okay? So there's nothing, the studios can't come to me and say, hey, you copied this, because in fact, I'm
was already
copying
copied.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Now,
Sure.
the only connection they could say is, well, okay, but now the Mr. Hyde character, okay, sure looks a lot like our character, the Hulk, okay, but I'm parodying him, okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making a serious movie. Look, if I made a serious movie called The Amazing Bulk, and it was absolutely serious and, whatever, maybe they might be able to come after me. But once I've crossed the line into this is a parody, like I sent you in that email I sent about fair use, parody is in fair use. But let me ask you this, because when I was young, it was a very popular magazine. It was called Mad Magazine.
I was going to say Mad, yeah.
Yep.
We used to watch Mad TV.
Okay, that's what
Spy
Mad
versus
Magazine
Spy.
used to do all the time. They used to do movies and television shows. The reason there were no issues was because it's parody. Okay, they're not using the exact same dialogue. They're making caricatures of those characters. They're changing enough that there's no legal issue. Okay, so no. I've never been approached by Disney, Marvel, Stanley. None of them have ever said a word to me. Okay, nor would they have anything legally to really stand on.
Stan Lee should have at least paid homage before he passed on to the next plane. You know what I mean?
Are we talking about Stan Lee or
are we talking about Stan Lee from The Office?
Your friend Stanley, yeah. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so I know I said that was the last question, but I actually
No, you can get Justyn. You can keep going. As long as you guys can go, I'm fine here.
You're the best.
KIGP wants to know, and again, I apologize for these. As degenerate as we are, obviously our viewers are worse because they just have avatars and they, you know what I mean? They just think they could say whatever they want.
They're just absolutely insane.
You don't have to answer this if you don't want to. I mean, I don't even know why I'm reading it just because we said we would. But KIGP wants to know if you're ethnically Jewish.
Yeah, and the answer is yes, I am.
There you go.
What does it matter?
And he's proud. And he's proud of it. Well, yeah. Why does it matter? Where did that even come from? KIGP. It's a stupid fucking question.
It's just it's terrible. I'm sorry. This is the
No, it's fine. I'm curious. Why did he ask?
Why did you ask KIGP?
Well, he's just a strange kind of guy. He also, like, for some reason, threw in like a weirdly serious kind of question. He says, he asks, do you have any advice for an aspiring game developer as someone who works or has worked in the creative industry?
Whoa. Okay, so that's a serious question.
Yeah, like he started off like I guess he wanted like
he got you with the 1-2.
knock you off right. Yeah, he wanted to knock you off balance and be like, whoa, this is weird.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna answer. I want to say something about the first question, and then I'll get to the second question. Okay.
Okay.
So, you guys probably aren't aware of this. Stan Lee,
he
was ethnically Jewish.
What?
Dude, you peaked.
I peaked so hard right now because I am so hard right now. Are you serious?
No, I knew that.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what his real name is. Stan
Chaim. We actually have a soundbite from one of our listeners, specifically.
No, but anyway, I'm I'm just putting that out there.
The Jews control Hollywood.
That's
okay,
disgusting.
Honestly, okay, I don't have anything to do with computer gaming. When I was young, they were new and they were popular and whatever. But by the time I got out of college, I lost interest in them and I never pursued them. I do recognize though that they're incredibly popular. I think they actually generate more money than movies do.
Justyn, can you repeat his question? Because it sounded like more of a creative question to me.
Okay, so Lewis, even though you might not really like delve into the gaming realm, it sounds honestly like it's more of like a creative endeavor,
writing,
right?
So
somebody who is a creative in the industry. Do you have any sort of advice?
Can you repeat it for me? Because I only heard half of it.
Yes, the question was, do you have any advice for an aspiring game developer as someone who works or has worked in the creative industry? Also, Jews, are you kidding me?
What, are you serious?
I don't know why he said that. It's just I shouldn't have read that part. I don't know why he said that. Lewis, you'll have to forgive him. I'm sorry. That's our audience.
No, what I would just say though is just keep pursuing your passion. Just keep doing it.
I love that.
That's my advice for anybody in any creative kind of thing. Just figure out a way to do it. I mean, it's look, when I worked as an assistant editor in Hollywood for many years, and then I graduated to being an editor, and then did some directing and whatever.
Bro, you edited Mystic Pizza. Come on, you haven't talked about that yet. You edited the Mystic Pizza. Come on, man. That's fantastic. Are you kidding me?
I'm not putting it down. No,
I mean, you haven't said anything about it this whole time. It's like the elephant in the room. That's like
because he's done
massive movie.
Hold on a second.
He's done so much shit. He doesn't have to drop anything.
I know. I got it.
I want to answer my question, but I also worked on UHF with Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh, you did? Let me see. Is that on your way? Oh, you're right. Yeah.
First, you guys got to do your research.
He didn't want to come in here name dropping, bro.
Did do my research, but I clearly didn't do enough, Lewis.
You know how much research I did? I did so much research that I didn't even know you were going to be on the show today.
So, like, part of like the whole gag of today's episode was that he had no idea you were coming on. Like, he saw the email chain that we had together where you called us rambling drunks. Again, not upset about it.
No.
You were 100% right.
I'm not mad.
Everything you said in there was 100% right. But he had no idea that you were coming on today. And when I told him, he goes, "Oh shit!" Like he doubled over. He's like, "Oh my god, my stomach."
No, but you actually turned out to be really cool because I thought this could have gone a very different direction,
and Lewis,
it didn't.
What did I tell you too? When I emailed you, I said, bro, we're not going to personally attack you. You can feel free to personally attack us because it's fantastic entertainment. You can still do so if you want to. We're great sports about it. I'm glad you actually came on today. You took the time out of your day just to hang out with us and talk about shit.
I'll go ahead. Like, I was waiting for this for the end, but I just want to go ahead and say thank you for even coming out.
Of course, man.
It's it's a big thing to give your time to come on some Joe Blow's podcast that was, some dudes that hang out in each other's basements and talk shit about people and
stole your movie,
drink a lot of whiskey.
Put it on YouTube.
They stole your property. They came in your house. They stole your movie. And
we're raping everybody out here.
Yeah, and you've also been a good sport to all the stupid questions from the fans.
Terrible questions. A kind of important gaming podcast. They're awful. The Flapjack 123. He's a terrible person too. I'm so sorry. Bram Broden. He's the degenerate.
Okay,
he smells like a park bench.
All right, let me jump in and say something, Alex, okay?
Okie dokie.
Because here's something that you guys have to realize, that you're putting down what you're doing, okay? And you shouldn't be, because you're offering a tremendous service, okay? What you guys are doing, okay? Right, okay. Is you're giving somebody like myself, okay? Look, I'm a minor filmmaker, okay? There's no ego here, all right? You're helping to promote my film, okay?
Yes,
and
we're trying.
What's important to me is that if the work that I've done, if it gets out, if it gets seen, if people like it, if they don't like it, whatever, okay? But you are providing a really good service, okay? And I appreciate that. That's why when I tell you that other people, when they put up reviews, okay, and they've not been kind or whatever, that's okay, okay? They're helping to promote my work, my film, whatever, okay? People will make up their own mind, whether or not, if they think it's any good, if it's not so good, if it's junk, whatever, all right? So all I'm trying to say is you shouldn't be putting down what you're doing, because you're providing people like myself an opportunity to go out and speak to your audience, which I would never have, okay? And again, I mean, I'm going to do a little self-promotion is that, and if your audience...
Always plugging this guy.
Always plugging.
I'm kidding.
If members of your audience will go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, see the work that I'm doing in terms of colorizing movies.
No, Lewis, no, wait, hold on. You say subscribe, hit, smash that motherfucking like button.
The notification
hit
bell.
the notification bell.
Notification
That's
bell.
what you say. Subscribe, hit that motherfucking like button, hit that motherfucking subscribe notification bell.
Look, he made these movies colored.
He made these movies colors, man. Subscribe to him. Lou Schoen. That's youtube.com/Lou Schoen. You go straight there.
LEWSCHOEN.
Here, I'll do it.
We're illiterates. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll do it. LEWSCHOEN.
Dang, that's good.
Okay, and let me ask you one other question.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Is any members of your audience, are they Spanish speakers?
Yes.
All of us.
Yeah, we are.
Well, we are. I might not look like it, but I'm Mexican as well.
Yeah.
I'm half Mexican. He's
Okay,
full
all right.
Mexican.
So the reason I'm asking is this. I have a second channel. It's my name, Lewis Schoenbrun. If you go to that channel, what I've done is I've taken the movies, only a few of them, I'm still working on it, where I've dubbed them into Spanish. Okay?
So you speak Spanish, I'm assuming?
No, I don't. But I can do the dubbing, okay? The dubs
Okay.
I have, okay? And what I've done is I've added them
God, I see it right here.
to these movies.
La mujer de cuarto.
And
Luis.
this is a
Hey, and
It's
this
a
is
Fritz-
Coloreado
it's a Fritz-
también.
Fritz Lang movie. Fritz Lang. Do you know Fritz Lang, Metropolis?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, now watch the title. I fixed the title.
We're old souls.
Okay.
La mujer de cuadro. You sure did, man. This is gonna make my parents so happy,
Hey, look,
bro.
Copyright.
Oh.
Just got it.
Oh,
You gotta
look
have
at that.
You gotta have it.
No matarás. Necesita
No mames.
meditación, fundada en nuestro conocimiento más profundo de los impulsos que condicionan el homicidio.
He's talking about Señor Sigmund
Okay.
Freud.
Was this AI speak or was this like just a true overdub?
That sounded.
No, this is a true overdub.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
because it
sounded
sounded
right.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll sound really good. Yeah. Yep. And
Look
in color.
at you. Yeah, I love colors. I
That's
can
pretty
see it.
cool. That sounds
All
like
right,
an
okay,
extra
anyway,
degree
so
of
just
difficulty.
so you know, I'm that channel I haven't had time to work on, so it doesn't have many videos. But over time I will. But I'm trying to build that one up too, so that a Spanish audience can see these movies in color.
Oh, okay. Look at
Ay,
that.
qué lástima.
Oh, no mames way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's
Lewis,
pretty cool.
that's fantastic.
And it also seems
man.
like an extra degree of difficulty as well.
Oh my God, absolutely.
And it's also coloreado.
That's fantastic. Lewis, bro, thank you so much for your time. I know like the prospect of possibly coming on our show was not the most exciting,
Most
maybe,
appealing, I
right?
don't know.
Like just from like our history, right? Like it didn't seem like it was going to be the most fruitful of your efforts, but I'm so glad we had the opportunity to speak with you. I've wanted to this entire time because again, we are genuine fans of your movie, and it's so strange that it took a copyright strike for us to actually communicate and to be able to speak like over the internet or whatever. But like it's so strange that it took all of that for us to be able to have the opportunity to have a true dialogue, and for you to come on our show and to have just a fun time with us. Like I'll simp for you all day because I am
and be a great sport the whole time as
I
well.
am so excited that we had the opportunity to have you on. The chat is going wild right now. They love you. They're saying, "Oh my God, Lewis, Lord Lewis." They're calling you
okay.
hashtag Lord Lewis.
Flapjack123, he's the one from the Netherlands. Earlier I was saying he was yelling football instead of soccer. He says, ask him to make a Dutch version.
Oh shit!
And he says that he will translate it.
He will translate it for you. He's actually pretty good at English now, and it's a 100% because of our podcast. Like he's using y'all. He's using Texanisms.
Yeah, we learned him right.
We learned him right. He will translate it for you. I know he's looking to see if you were possibly needing an editor. Again, this is one of those racist piece of shits that we have. That's one of our fans. But you know what? Hey, he's good at what he does. So if you want to use him,
he's from Europe. How can he be racist?
That's true. They're not really racist there. But Lewis, thank you so much for your time, man. Like
and thank you for inviting me. Like I say, when I got the invite, my first impression was like, these guys are going to want, they're going to have something. They're going to have a lawyer sitting there figuring out, like,
the loopholes,
trying to come up with any little thing to attack me, whatever. But then I just thought, you know what? I said, I bet you these are, a couple of really nice guys, and let's just set the record straight, and we'll go on from there. So so thank you for inviting me. Like I say, I enjoyed it. And as soon as I get off, I got to go remove that strike.
Oh, buddy, thank you. Thank you so much. You take care, okay?
Okay, you too.
See you, bud.
All right?
Have a
Bye.
good one.
Okay, bye-bye now.
Oh,
What
man.
a piece of shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
That's just
man.
called timing, folks. You know
That's
what I mean?
so fun.
Yeah.
He's so fun.
Yeah,
I
and
like
so
him. I like him a lot.
I especially feel like a simp though, because like every person we have on, I just like give in to them. You know what I mean?
Dude, they were
But it was
roasting the shit out of me in chat. They're like, Justin's simping for him. Kill him. And I'm like, yeah, but he's
But
fun.
dude, he's a sweetheart.
He's
you know
so
what I mean?
fun.
And it's like, I mean, you can't hate. We always say get that bag, right? And it's like
Flapjack says he was cool. I know he was,
and
bro.
it's like he doesn't know us. He knows us now, but like we could just be any fucking random. Like we were talking mad shit about the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we were fucking hammered. It just seemed like probably a lot of stuff that he gets all the time. You know,
dude.
So
the moment,
like, what would you do?
The moment he started talking about like copyright law and like parody and satire, dude, it was rehearsed.
Yeah.
He has been talking
he
about
said
this
it a
shit
bunch,
for
you know?
so long, right? I highly doubt Marvel or Disney have never contacted him.
Oh, wait a minute. KIGP brings up a good point. He says, yeah, just like you simped for the racist guy, Aled. So
that's true.
yeah,
he was like, I am racist too. That's what he said.
No. So that was a time when somebody came on and I just wasn't friends with them. You know what I mean? Like I have this bad tendency to like I said it when he came on. I was like, look, I have no spine and I just agree with whoever's in front of me. You know what I mean? But not that guy. All right. Not that guy.
Not that one guy. Okay.
Yeah. Fucking. What was his name? Mark.
Mike.
Mike
yeah. The racist.
Yeah. Mike the racist.
I like Lewis a lot. Schoenbrun, I think his name was.
Yes, it was something Jewish.
Yeah.
Why is that funny? It is.
I colored up their shit so much.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they said exactly what I read is what I meant to say.
I mean,
Play my video.
Yeah, that was their
what
question.
What are you doing, Step Right? Oh, it's fantastic. Jeremy,
right.
where's your video?
I feel like that was like that was the show. You know what I mean,
dude?
Like, well, I don't even have to get into my shit.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Unless you want me to.
We still have time. If you want to, I'm totally fine with it. And
cool,
man, like it's so cool. Like we're such a big we're such a gigantic ass podcast.
This is okay
that we can have directors on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we even asked him, "Hey, bro, why Davy Crockett,
bro?
Hey,
yeah.
why the lizard?"
And he answered honestly
like,
too. He was like, "I had to
asked.
fill time."
It's like, oh shit.
And
okay,
dude,
I get that.
That is gangster as fuck to just come out and just be like straight up real with honesty. You feel me?
Sure.
You feel me, player?
I feel you, play.
Bro, no, that was a great time, man. Like, I mean, I like the guy.
He's
I can't
fun,
help it.
man.
I want to
He's a lot
support
of
the
fun.
shit out of him.
I do too, man. Like I pulled up here. So check this out, right here. So we got
charisma level fucking plus 10. You know
the
what I mean?
Amazing Bulk trailer. We have his first.
Don't show him. Don't show
his
him.
first movie, Dr. Chopper trailer.
Just only show 5 seconds.
We have the Slaughterhouse Fi trailer.
Hey, you know what
We
my
have,
favorite thing?
Aliens versus Avatars trailer.
You know what my favorite part though?
What is it?
Is that like he's even though he doesn't look it, all right, he's old enough to just like be over fucking annoying shit to him.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So like when we were being sarcastic and he could tell that it was obvious sarcasm.
So anyways, guys,
he was just like, okay, so like he would just fucking gloss over it.
Immediately over.
Like
it.
we'd be like, yeah, so what about this?
So, are you gay or you're not gay?
He was like, okay, so the book, guys, like, it's just like, okay, like, I'm not even gonna address it. I don't even give a shit. I don't have time for this.
Check this out.
I'm retired, bitch. I don't got time for your bullshit.
Aliens versus Avatars trailer is 40 seconds
Hey, don't
long.
show the whole thing. Don't show the whole thing.
Alien, invisible, shape-shifting, here to breed. The Avatar, intelligent.
The Avatar is black.
Here to kill the alien.
I mean blue, sorry. Oops.
They have become a plague in the universe.
Okay, that's it. Stop it. I don't want to get copyright struck.
We'll get copyright struck. Man,
don't show the whole thing.
I should have asked him how he found our podcast, but I guarantee
he searches daily. Like
he Googles every single day.
But hey, you know what? I wanted to ask him, like, now that we have a rapport with him, I was wondering, like, maybe say the Bulk 2 comes out. If we get permission ahead of time, maybe he'll let us show the whole movie on our podcast. You know what I mean? Because we asked for permission.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
He seems reasonable enough.
And
we'll let him know that our revenue is $2 a year.
Our revenue is none.
You know what I mean?
What it is.
It's like, hey, we'll give you all the profits that come from that episode.
Jeremy says, no, look at the Discord. You can see everything I asked. Yeah. He had a lot of
He has
questions.
a lot of stuff.
Especially a lot about the Jews
Yeah,
for
but
some reason.
his questions were better. You know what I mean?
The first time I asked Flapjack's question, he's like,
Yeah.
I didn't ask that.
I know. I saw him. I saw him. You cocksucker. You know, like, dude, they're so mad at us.
I know.
Guys. Thank you for watching our podcast. And it's not over, but I'm just saying thank you for watching and for being here and allowing us to use you however we choose to.
Flappy, what? What do you want?
What do you want?
what do you want right now?
What is-
Kill yourself, Alex. Oh my God.
Oh, that's what KYS stands for?
I would ask someone that. I don't know, but buddy, it's officially on the record that you asked him that. You asked Lewis Schoenbrun that. Friend of the show. You asked him something about
we printed
Jews
it out.
for some reason.
We printed it out. We have physical evidence.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's my interest, buddy. I went on way too long.
It's cool.
What's your interest?
I can shorten mine.
Okay.
And I have to pee. Can we take a break?
Let's take a break.
All right. Bam. And we're back.
I can't believe we are back.
What is even life, guys? What even is this podcast? Like, what is even going on right now? This is a simulation. I swear it's got to be because, man, shit just be strange. When you're strange.
It's almost like there's no way that this shit actually exists in
Directors
our
come out
realm.
of
Man,
the
how does this shit happen? Like, how do we get all these famous
does it
people on
happen?
the show, right?
I know, right?
The goddamn director of The Amazing Bulk.
Director of The Amazing Bulk.
What's next? Terror House director?
Asterios Kokonos. We got fucking Terror House director. We got MMA fighter James Vick.
Yeah,
You know what I
MMA
mean?
fighter James Vick. I miss
like,
him, man. We gotta get him back
you
on.
just name it. We just have all these people. Again.
Oh my God, Flapjack. Flapjack, why you do that to us?
Grab my terry fold flaps. Grab my flappy folds. Grab my terry folds. Grab my foldy flaps.
I play games daily with people from another state that I now consider to be friends of mine.
Grab my foldy holds.
That's weird, right? I mean, I guess it's not weird. I guess a lot of people do that, but not me.
If they were friends, would you have raped them so badly?
Oh, I raped him. Yeah, I forgot.
My terry folds. Grab my terry folds. Touch my holdy flaps. Take a big flap.
Oh my God. It just, like it's not the worst ever, right? But it's like, oh shit.
This one won an award.
Oh shit. Ready?
What?
Guys.
Yeah, what?
Oh, guys. I hope you're ready for this. Okay, here we go. I hereby retract my claim of copyright infringement against Film Roll Union 7, The Amazing Bulk Drinking Game, episode 107. That is what you call a class act.
He said he was going to do it, and
Lewis
he did it.
Schoenbrun is a fantastic human being. So hopefully, now that he has retracted that claim, I can download the video. After I've downloaded it, I can edit it and chop it up, maybe. Send it to him and be like, hey, bro, is this good enough for you? I don't really know how to go about it. I don't edit. I don't edit shit, okay? I never edit anything. The show is the show always because I am lazy. I don't have the time to edit anything, okay? So if I'm going to edit something, it better goddamn well be exactly what I intended it to be because I don't already do that. Does that make sense? There's the actual DVD right there.
We hire somebody for that.
We will hire somebody for it. His name is Flapjack, and he makes cuts for us. He makes compilations for us.
Speaking of this, I was almost going to shed a tear, but then...
Are you speaking of this?
You went on a rant.
Sorry, I'm mad.
But Flapjack says, because I was talking about how surreal shit is.
Oh,
he
yeah.
says, I know what job I want because I met some idiots on the internet talking about games.
That's us because
it's not them. It's not
Jeremy and the boys aren't games anymore because they lost the belt.
We are
we're
games.
Yeah, we're the games. Okay, so
there you have it, folks. That episode has now been released. So maybe it'll be back up once we trim it down a bit. I don't know.
I got to figure out exactly how to fix the episode. So and you know what?
And
not kidding. I'm gonna send it to him prior and be like, "Hey, are you cool with this?" Because man, he's the first person to reach out to us. Granted, he reached out to us to give us the band hammer and be like, "You goddamn little cucks." So it's like that's a little much or
but
whatever.
Like we said, kind of understandable, right?
I get it. It's his IP. it's his personal property.
Yeah.
It's his creative endeavor. So if he decides,
I'm not gonna lie, like I was mad about it, but once I saw all the stuff he sent over, I was like, well, I was still mad at that point, but I was like, well, we're wrong.
did you hear me?
I was still mad about it, but I was like, I mean, what can we say? That's the law.
So
And then, you know, I'm an adult, so like I calmed down and I was like, yeah, I mean,
so
it makes sense.
they were saying like, oh, he's simping for him. Like, okay, yeah, like to a certain degree, I will definitely simp for this guy, right? But at the same time, you can hear the honesty from when I'm talking to him, and I'm saying,
Yeah, I mean-
bro, I lied to you, and I said it was fair use, so you wouldn't take my video down.
See, that's the thing. Like, see, I get that a lot. That I simp for everybody, right? But my like, I am probably nicer to them to make them feel more comfortable. But I'll still tell them my honest opinions. Like, will you agree or no?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Okay,
you
and
will.
You're definitely a little more edgier than I am when it comes to like two people's faces. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, it's a lot harder for me to be. I'm not gonna say like two-faced or anything. It's a lot harder for me to be like to put the veil over their eyes, right? Like and to operate from the shadows.
I
right?
goad them in, you know. I goad them in,
and that's okay, right? Me, I'll tell him because he's like. I basically told him, like, he's like, yeah, you said it was fair use. And I said, bro, you know, I lied to you. I said that so I can keep our video up because our intellectual property, which is based off of your intellectual property, I want to keep up at all costs. So I'm going to lie to you, which is exactly what I told the director of the movie that we stole.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, we paid money for it, but we stole, we stole it by putting it on the internet for
and so
free
I
in its
get,
entirety.
And that's one place where I kind of had a little issue. That's why I had a little bit of pushback where I was like, because he was like, he wanted to like really like drive home the idea of like that we stole something.
Stole property.
And it was like, yeah, I get it by the law and stuff. Like, and I kind of agree with that. Like, I honestly don't give a shit if people do it, but you know that you're doing something wrong. It's kind of like if you jaywalk, right? You're breaking the law, but it's like, I don't give a shit if you do it, but technically you're doing something you're not supposed to do. You know what I mean? I'd do it too sometimes, but technically, you know, everybody knows you're not supposed to do it, but right? But you know, who gives a shit? But you know you're not supposed to do it. So it's kind of like in the same vein a little bit, right?
Sure.
With the whole like pirating thing, but I've always been like super against it because I've always been, I guess, I don't want to say like a
creator friendly.
Creator friendly, I should say. Yeah.
What's this, right? Like, nobody buys physical copies of shit anymore, right?
Yeah.
I bought this so we can watch it on my PS4 so I can create the rules for it.
Yeah.
Then I realized there's no disk drive in this. There's no disk drive in that. How the fuck are we supposed to watch the movie?
I would have brought your PS4 in here.
Could have done that. Not smart enough.
Oh, oops.
Also, lazier than intelligent.
It takes a lot.
Right?
You got to bring the
lazier
power cord.
than intelligent.
You got to
right?
bring the hush
so
to mind.
I was like,
hey, it's Daki Makura. What's up, my dude?
Oh, what's up? One of my fellow
Hey.
individuals of African American descent. That is 100% true,
Yeah,
my baby boy.
Man, this boy keeps using euphemisms for gamer words, and I love it, bro. He was on the stream last night, and I was like, dude, you're one of one, my friend.
So I realized I could not put the physical disc inside of any
Don't say
orifice
dicks.
that existed here, right?
Don't say orifice.
Because no orifice besides our mouths and assholes existed in this room, right?
Whoa, dude.
So I bought the movie again
Bought
on
it 2
Amazon Prime so that I could show my friends
Yeah.
the movie. He already said he doesn't make a living off of it. I gave him a pretty decent check from buying it physically and digitally. You know, I'm not gonna roast the guy because he was kind enough to come on the show. He was a good enough sport, right? I understand his plight, right? Like, as an indie filmmaker who does not make a living off of the indie films that he makes, it's got to be tough, right?
Yeah, and like honestly, I don't know the plight either, so I don't know how I would react in that scenario. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like there's not people like clamoring to put our podcast at like in their movie or like, you know what I mean? I don't know what the equivalent would be.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so like the Hollow Empire songs, if they happen to use those for like their soundtrack or whatever, I'd be like, oh, that's badass. But then again, I have
I
never,
would kind of be like, well, you didn't ask me. You know?
besides touring, I've never had to possibly try and like rely on my creative endeavor to pay my bills. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So
For sure.
yeah. But hey, it was fun. He was a great
cool,
guy.
Man. It was cool.
I want to have him on again, especially for his
Yeah.
other films. Oh, dude, we can do drinking games with him.
No, he doesn't drink.
He can drink water. That could possibly be okay. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for Book 2 or something.
Yeah.
Or like,
We can read excerpts.
Hey, we should do this for the very next Film Roll Union. Reach out to him, say, hey, if it's cool with you, bro, we're like, our Film Roll Union episode is coming up. We're hoping to have a drinking game with the movie. And you can say no. But, do you want to also come on while we have the drinking game and you can be there too? And let us do it and let us use it and not copyright strike us? And he might be like, no. And then we'll be like, okay.
Well,
but,
I thought we had a better connection than that, Lewis.
But he might be like, yeah, sure. You let me plug for 37 minutes. So...
He played for a long ass time. He sure
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Hey, this is a new endeavor for us. Is talking shit on the same episode as opposed to the very next episode. Yeah, he plugged a shit ton of time. And you know what? Hey,
that's gangster, bro.
keep
Always
him
be
happy.
plugging. Always be plugging. You know.
Also, keep him happy. So, like everybody, like on the chat, they were like, "Kill him, eviscerate him." Like, no, that's how you end an interview.
yeah.
No, let him do what he wants to do, and then slowly eke.
That's what
the
people.
shit
That's what
in.
people don't get. Like, it's easy to sit behind your little computer, right, with your Cheeto fingers, and then be like, "Hey, call him a Jew," right? But like, we got to keep talking to him somehow. If we just
We
start
have to keep him
if
on
we just
somehow.
start saying like, "Fuck you," right? He's gonna be like, "You know what, guys? This interview is over."
Yeah, he could have just.
You know what I mean?
He could have just walked away.
But he didn't. Oh, KIGP says we're saying kill you. And by
Yeah.
you, is that me or is that Justyn?
I think he means Lewis.
Who the fuck is you?
Jeremy said, Flapjack says, I was nice, except for the whole Jew shit or whatever fake question that I imposed on him.
I forgot
with your
who said
name.
the Jew thing. but anyways,
And then Flapjack goes, I didn't say that. I didn't say
yeah.
And Jeremy-
It was good. All right, let me hop into my interest.
All right, buddy.
Actually, since your interest took so fucking long.
It was a long time, right? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Too long. Wait,
Too
where the fuck is my
long.
notes? I've been living with nodes. Name the movie. Pitch Perfect.
Okay.
He says, I don't drink, and Justyn says, do you do yoga? Oh, yeah, Justyn said that.
Nope, I didn't. Dude, I knew.
How do people keep, like, confusing us?
Reed does the same shit. I knew exactly where you're going with that, right? Like, if he was like, yeah, of course I do yoga. Bro, well, it's like
You
the
get high.
high that you feel while you do yoga is the same high that we feel when we pour vodka down each other's throats.
But I do both of those things.
Not me, man.
So-
I just pour the vodka down my throat, son.
All right, so gamer history, guys. There's this show. It's like a limited series on Netoflixu, and it's called I should have done this already, but it's called High Score on Netoflixu, and it's like a docu-series, but that sounds boring. This is actually really entertaining, and it's super educational, but it's more entertaining than it is educational. So like they kind of jump around and they don't talk about like the whole thing, but they talk about specific shit. So it's like more entertaining, but I was kind of riveted the whole way through. But I definitely would recommend it for anybody who plays games, who has ever played games. They go over a bunch of shit, and like I've always thought that I was like an OG of gaming. You know what I mean? Because I've been gaming since Nam.
Oh, this shit.
Yeah, bro. Since I'm a baby, bro, I've been gaming, son. But come to find out, there's so much shit that I didn't know, and it's probably because I was a baby, you know? So all I knew about was like what my parents bought me and stuff. I was like, you know, and I knew this was false, but when I was a little kid, I thought that I had the first ever game console, which was in my brain, the Atari. I was like, that was the first one ever made, and I had it. I had the Atari, so I had the first one ever made. But like, you know, I got a little older. I knew that wasn't the fucking first one, but that doesn't matter. Like, and I was also very spoiled. I had like all the consoles, bro. I had NES, I had SNES, I had Sega, I had, you know, Sega Ultimate Adventures or whatever. What are you doing? Why are you typing that here? The people can see it.
I want them to see it, man.
Well, they can't see it actually.
Oh shit.
So joke's on you. But can you like be present while I'm
Yes, I am
trying to tell you about this thing?
Oh, stuff.
I feel like I'm talking to a wall.
Stuff is happening.
And that's all I gotta say about that.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got a. This is weird. It's got a score. It's got an IGN score, 8 out of 10.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but
Okay.
for IMDb, it's got 7.5 out of 10.
So what game is this?
It's not a game, dude. It's a show on Netflix. I said that. It's a docu-series. You cunt. You cunty cunt.
What's it called?
High score. I said that. You weren't paying attention at all. At all. So, and they talk about a lot of interesting shit about the back in the day of gaming that I had no clue about. I knew nothing of it. You know what I mean? There's this guy that was... No, I don't want to get too much into spoilers. We'll just talk about like... So the first episode, they talk about like Space Invaders. There's this guy who won a Space Invaders competition. But no, okay, so sorry. It's a lady.
HP Sweet Anus, I'm drunk as shit, bro, okay? Shut up. Shut up. Shut your goddamn mouth, okay? I am so drunk right now that I can't present anything, okay? Look.
You can't be present.
I'm just kidding. I know what he's trying to say.
Just kidding. So yeah, it's 6 episodes. It's phantasmic. If you're in and around games like now until like they were born, then you will enjoy it most likely. But yeah, so like some of the shit they talk about, like they talk about a few people that won like gaming competitions back in the day, like the original esports. You know what I mean? The original esports. And they go over like the fucking business behind some of it. Like I don't want to spoil their shit, but like this isn't the first episode, so it's not that big of a spoiler, but this Japanese guy, he's like talking about he like would go to where people play games, right? And they're like these fucking dusty back alley places with these like
dirty, dingy park benches.
There's these incels,
like Brandon Carlos.
There's these Japanese incels playing Space Invaders, right? And he's looking around. Yeah, and he was like, "There's no women," and he's like, "This is kind of
they don't exist in Japan, dude. It's all guys."
No, it's kind of chauvinistic, but it's fucking hilarious.
Well, it's true.
But he's like, there was no women, so I started thinking like, what appeals to women, right? And he was like, eating. There's no killing in food.
Eating.
Right? Yeah, but his reasoning was like, oh, girls don't like killing. But he's like, oh, but there's no killing when you eat stuff.
They also like getting fat.
So that's how he had the idea for Pac-Man.
Oh, God damn.
And then he was like, yeah, and while we were making the game, like we went to eat pizza one day, and then we pulled a slice off, and I was like, oh, that's our guy. Right?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's like, it sounds dumb when I frame it that way, but it's so entertaining.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then there were these guys that were like fucking MIT dropouts, and they were just fucking out there hustling, slanging shit, bro. Like the old like arcade games, they were too like basic, and people would figure out the patterns. They'd be like, "This is boring." They would stop going to arcades. And then there's these college dropouts, and they made like these little like expansion packs that you just plug in on the inside of the arcade game. and it gave like you all these new options, like harder levels and shit, like different whatever, blah blah blah, right? And this is in the like the 70s, mind you, or maybe early 80s, but they sold, I don't remember, but they sold a bunch of them at whatever price, and they ended up making like $250,000.
Oh,
and they're like college kids. Right, and there's like 3 of them. So if you split $250,000 between 3 of your fucking homeboys that are doing circle jerks in the foyer, you know what I mean? But yeah, so they did that with the fucking missile game. Do you remember that game? Did you ever play that?
No.
Where like there's missiles coming down and you shoot the missiles up and blow up the other missiles?
Yes, I have.
So I did too, which is cool.
I think it's called Missile Game.
Missile game, yeah. So they made that little expansion pack for that, and they made that money. Atari sued them, right? And then these Japanese gentlemen, they were like, "Hey, we want to hire you." Right, so they're like, hey, the thing you did with the missile game, can you do that for Pac-Man also? And that's how Miss Pac-Man was made. Because like they made it like new levels, like harder, like more random ghosts, right? Like these fucking college dropouts. Well, granted, it's MIT, so they're like, you know what I mean? But it's still fucking badass, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're the OG hustlers of the nerd world. Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Yes, it is.
That's cool, right?
Yes.
So that's that show. So go watch it. God damn it.
So it's called High Score. It's
High Score.
on
It's on
Netflix?
Netflix. Yeah.
Netflix.
It's a limited series, docuseries, 6 episodes. It's good. Like I binge watched the whole thing in one day while taking care of Eris. So there you have it, folks.
How many episodes, big boy?
Sick.
Sick.
That means 6.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a limited docuseries.
Nice, dude. Okay. Hey, look at that.
Yeah, they talk about like all kinds of shit. They talk about fucking.
Oh my God, that's Brian Callen.
Yeah, that's Brian Callen. I met him.
Tell him I said hello.
Hello. Okay, let's move on to the post show, and I want you to click on the thing that says "Show Justyn."
Okay.
Click it now.
Right.
Can you even navigate that thing?
It's hard. I'm super drunk. Okay, so
all right, we'll take another.
You have to. What?
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I will die. Okay, so should I pull it up on the stream or on the monitor?
Probably the stream, right? So they can see it better.
Stream. You got it, baby girl.
Okay, so while you're pulling it up, I just wanted to say.
Oh my God.
So last few episodes, there's been some shit talking about whether or not I'm good at Valorant or not. I have a video, okay, that is stone cold proof of which way I am.
Oh my God, that's what that shit is.
Hey, just pull it up, bro.
Okay, I'll pull it up.
Don't show them our show notes.
Oh shit.
Be sure to trim your penis. No. When did we add that?
Oh no.
When did we add that?
Was that me or was that like
that definitely wasn't me.
All
right, play the whole clip.
Okay, whole clip coming in. Here it goes.
All right.
That's kind of embarrassing.
What?
I wasn't checking all the angles because I thought Raina was by herself.
Who's that guy? He looks hot.
That's on me for assuming.
Looks like your dad.
I feel just bad. I just got memed in the teleporter trick.
Oh, I hate Jeremy.
Yeah, you might recognize that voice as well.
Yeah, well, I didn't follow them, but I went.
Hey, look at that comment. If you didn't hear the bloop in the water, you're nothing more than fodder. That's a good comment, right?
Oh shit! What the fuck? Goddamn.
Right.
Rotating.
All right, so like half our team is dead already.
Who just did?
2.5 people. I waste my ultimate.
He just did a thing.
All right, so that's Jeremy right there running around looking dumb.
Kill him.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh, they know.
Yep.
That's our friend Kong.
You hear it on Sages?
He's cool. He's badass at Valorant also. Kong.
Yeah. Like a Kong sock?
All right, Jeremy's dead too. 2v5.
Of course he is. Oh shit, dude.
All right, I kill her. now the Sage is dead, so now it's me versus the world.
Behind you.
Oh my god.
2 kills.
Oh, don't do that.
Don't do that.
I thought I had my ult already.
You got 9 bullets left, by the way.
Yeah, he saved me right there.
30 seconds left.
Shit, dude, he's like the flapjack of Valorant.
U-Haul.
Look at these flicks.
Dude, what?
Tapping heads, son.
U-Haul.
Oh,
Damn.
shit, dude.
What
Damn,
the
son.
fuck?
10 seconds
What
left.
the fuck?
Spike planted.
Oh.
All right, so just for reference, an ace is when one
No,
person
it's
kills the
MVP.
whole other team. It's called the ace, in case you're wondering. So here we go. They're like, hey, he knows you're here because you just did the teleporter sound. And I was like, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So I'm like, all right, where is he? I don't know. Oh, man. And defused for the victory. You hear how happy Germany is?
Was that an ace?
I didn't even know it was because I'm just so used to getting kills all the time.
Slapjack, clip that.
Yeah, and that victory means that I won us the whole match.
You won the whole match?
Yeah, that was,
I don't
well,
know. I'm
kind of. I mean,
streaming.
as a team,
Does that count?
we got the other wins, but
got
that
it
one
for-
was all me. Because
Oh,
my
no,
whole
it
team
wasn't
died. And, look, I'm MVP. So,
Get over here.
Does
Get
Al-
over here.
Does Alex
Get
suck
over
at
here,
Valorant?
boy. No.
Does Alex
No,
suck
he
at
doesn't.
Valorant?
He does not. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Thanks. And if anybody's wondering, that was in competitive play in the Radiant tier, okay?
But why is Jeremy saying that you ruined his rank though? Why does he say that?
Because he's wrong, dude. He's just wrong.
Because he's wrong.
He's just wrong, bro.
He's just wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, look at me.
Where's my mouse? Oh shit, there it goes. Okay,
I know
are
you got too many mouses. I don't know how you do that. Every time I try to pause something, I'm like, I go like this. I'm like,
This one,
I'm
this
like,
one, this
I'm
one.
like, which is
Yeah.
it? I don't know. I hit all the space bars except for that one because I know that I don't want
It is time for the world favorite segment. What do you think about this? Give me another vodka pool, bro. That's how this shit works. You think I can survive at work?
You trying to go to
You
sleep?
think I can survive at work tomorrow
trying to go to
without a
sleep?
vodka pool, bro? You think that's how this shit works, man? Look at my arm. God, my arm is huge. Look at that. Okay.
It looks like a lesbian's arms.
Fold flaps, grab my flappy folds, grab my terry folds, grab my foldy flaps. Hey, touch my foldy flaps.
Hey, are you gonna take a pull or not?
Terry folds.
Yeah, I will.
Foldy
I
holds.
keep thinking about Abby.
Stop laughing.
In my terry folds. Grab my terry flaps. You gotta touch them.
I'm assuming that was your thumbs up. Guys, did you see how like minor of a motion that was?
Take a big flap.
Look, okay, look. This was Justin giving me thumbs up. He was like this.
My terry folds.
That's all he did.
I didn't even see it.
And I was supposed to know that was.
Terry flaps.
That meant, can you stop, please?
Grab my terry
But I knew.
Grab my terry flaps. Squeeze my holdy flaps. Hold my goldy
Sorry. 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 You know what they say? Sorry.
You're good. I didn't think you could hit a target because you're drunk as shit, boy.
Sorry.
Hold my terry folds.
Oh, you got the lid? All right, cool.
Ooh, baby.
All right, baby. That's been a show. That's been a crazy show. Let's show me some shit, though.
Okay, I'm gonna show you some shit. What do you think about this? Something about something happening and something happens and
Yeah.
oh, okay. So the crazy Karen shit, right? Like you're probably
Yeah, Karen,
used to seeing
Karen,
that,
Karen.
right? Like on Reddit, Karen shit happening all the time. What about a guy Karen, right? Ready?
Oh, wait, we got a lot of shit. Some.
Yeah, don't read that one.
I got. Wait, hold on. You guys have work tomorrow. That's a big F.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we're adults. He's gonna pass out in 5. I like how they just. Wait, I don't know if that was supposed to be a countdown, but in my brain it was a countdown.
Yeah.
It just says he's gonna pass
That's what I
out in
did.
5.
I said 5. It's
Like 5.
3, 2, 1.
Right. But it just says in 5. But like it's the rest is implied.
5 hours, maybe.
Justyn is Abby, which like when I was just looking around, I thought it said Justyn is a baby, but it's because you're lesbo arms. What, dude? When you flex, your veins come out more.
Ready? You guys want to see my true strength?
All right, here he goes. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, I saw your veins.
True strength, son.
Do you think Justyn will make a good trap?
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Ooh.
I look pretty good as a chick, right? Look at my facial.
He already is one. Well, all right. Show me the fucking videos.
Watch the guy in the video.
I don't want that.
Wait, so this is
You ate the
Karen.
whole entire thing. I can show that camera too. No, I didn't eat. It's meat still on that chicken, man. But there's nothing like. It's meat still on that chicken, man. But this whole entire plate has been eaten, sir. So you can't take that off my bill? No, not unless you would have gotten us at the very beginning and said that you didn't like your meal. I could have replaced it for you. So I gotta pay for that. Yeah, you ate the whole entire thing, sir. There's not even like. So she telling me I got to pay for that? I mean, let me ask the audience.
You think she's a Karen? She's not a Karen.
No, she's not the Karen. That guy is the Karen, dude. He's like, hey, man, tell me I gotta pay for this meal I didn't like.
Yeah, bitch, you fucking ate it.
Ate the entire meal. Yes, you absolutely have to pay for
There's
this.
some gristle on that mug.
But I didn't like it. I'm sorry. You ate the entire meal.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Why
have
did you
to
keep
pay
eating
for
it?
it. Yeah, exactly. Maybe at the start of this, if you took one bite of this meal and you said, "Oh, I don't like it," maybe I could have done something for you.
Yeah.
But you ate the whole meal.
See, I'm at the very simpy edge of the spectrum when it comes to like the restaurant industry. Like, if they bring me the wrong order,
it's hot out here for a server.
even more than half the time, like 70% of the time, I just eat that shit. You know what? Because one, I'm not picky. I probably still like it, even if it's not what I ordered. You know what I mean? I just don't make a big fuss. I don't care if people do. Like, if people stand up for their fucking, like, hey, this is what I want. I will order what I want. Can I please get what I want? That's cool.
Sure.
Right? But I know for a fact that there is a giant segment of the population that are complete assholes.
Assholes.
Squirvers, all right?
Man, the squirvers don't make enough money for you to be assholes to them, right? But this chick, right? She's like, you know what? Hey, you talking all this shit? You're saying I didn't do this shit for you? Let's ask the audience.
Wait, times. Can you shut up? I just saw that Jeremy said, Alid, why won't you... Oh, wait. He actually said Alex that time.
You're so used to be calling Alid.
He always calls me Alid. Why won't you read my Killjoy message? I'm actually proud of it. So, you know what? Can we rewind? I want to read it.
Okay.
Can I read it?
Where?
I don't know. Killjoy. Wait, pause. I see it. Killjoy. Okay. And skip. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. I got a clean 4K as Killjoy earlier. Easy clap.
Easy clap.
So a 4K, folks, is basically one short of an ace. That's where one person kills almost the entire team, 4/5 of the entire team by their damn self.
Oh my god. Okay, so
Wait. Okay, go ahead.
This guy's pelvis goes away.
Oh no, that's his tailbone, dude. Bro, he just got like reversed fucking Mortal Kombat where they pull your spine out of your body. His spine went like into his body.
I feel so bad.
The other side of his spine went further into his
This shit
body.
has happened to me so many times. Not
Ew.
off of a roof though. God damn.
Why?
I cannot imagine that.
Look,
but
this guy had no exit strategy. Like he was gonna jump on the table. So he meant to hit the table, which was gonna be slightly less bad, but still would have fucked him up. This whole thing was just like from the get-go. And you know what? So I hate when people are like, "Oh, Alex, you're a dude, bro. You know, you're a Chad. You know what I mean? Like, you're such a bro. You know what I mean?" And it's like, yes, I am in a lot of ways, right? But these fucking fucks are the reason why I don't Shit. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Check.
Hey, wait. You don't know what I
Yeah.
hated the most about that clip?
What?
The beer cans all over the ground.
Why?
Cause go put that shit in a fucking trash can, you
Bro,
God,
but
you
we
fucking
do not.
assholes.
We do not think about that shit when we're partying,
Nope,
right?
False.
Okay, so you think about
Justin.
recycling when we party.
No,
you
not
think about
recycling. Not recycling. I never think about recycling, even when I'm sober. When I'm partying, I always put my beer in the trash can when I'm done with it.
Okay. What about this bitch? Okay, ready? A true Karen amongst Karens. Hey, possibly Queen Karen. Ready? There she goes.
Hold on, I have to address this. Sorry.
Okay,
I have to address this. So, Flapjack, unpopular opinion. A clutch is more satisfying than an ace. And you know what? I will agree with you. But, Jeremy says, I agree. Clutching takes more skill too. But what about when...
But read this one.
But listen here. My clutch was an ace.
But read this one.
Unpopular opinion, we hate Flappy. Yes.
Wow, Alex. God, jeez.
Okay, but listen.
Sorry, Flappy.
Look, this is why you're being simple, Flapjack, because my ace was a clutch. Because I was the last man standing. It was directly 1v5. So had I not get my ace, we would have lost. If so facto, me acing is a clutch. All right.
Okay,
push
so
play.
something about
he's
something
crying.
happened. Look at this Karen. Ready?
Yeah.
She goes.
It's another Karen?
It's a Karen.
All right.
She goes.
This is a Karen.
Super Saiyan.
Is that a Valero? What the fuck is she doing? She's powering up. Look at those 90-degree angles. She's jacking two dicks. Ah! Both dicks came. She's walking away. Oh, she swung on that.
Hey, you got bucked now.
Look at that white stance. Look at that fucking pancake stretch. She's doing yoga now. Downward facing dog. This is why all polices should do jujitsu. What is this bitch on, dude? She's on some drogas.
She's on Dragon Ball serum.
Look. Oh, now she's... All right. That's happening.
That's how you power up.
For our audio-only listeners, what
you
is
hump
happening?
the ground, power up.
That's like kind of twerking, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, like and twerking and twerking and twerking and twerking. Look, that guy's
What is
reversing.
she doing right now,
That guy's
man?
reversing to try to see like the.
To watch this shit, right?
What do you call it?
Alex.
Yeah.
What is she doing?
Oh, the
right
actual
now, my
cops
man?
come and he's like, "Hey, I put you in a sleeper hold." Oh no, dude. That's my biggest fear. You know what I'm scared of more than anything? Is that like a lady that is crazy will laugh at me in like a witch laugh. And I'll be like, is this bitch possessed? Is she cursing my family right now? That's my biggest fear. You know what I mean? Because like, I know, like, look, I'm a little guy. I don't look tough or nothing, but I can handle myself, all right? But a lady comes at me with some bad juju, like, what the fuck do you do with that? You know, I can't like counter curse her. You know what I mean? I don't know how to like, I can't be like, Protego, bitch, you know? Wingardium Leviosa, you know what I mean? Like, bring me a mimosa. I can't be like, Expelliarmus, you know? Because that's a book.